World Cup, I show speed, body shots, creed, nosebleed, take heed. Follow my lead, bitch, get a job, Steve. Wonder how I did it, you don't need a degree, but learn how to read. What's this dictionary, look up the word achieve. Bet on me, you lose, cashback guaranteed, cause I'll never fall. No warranty, regulate Warren G. These bitches couldn't touch me in quarantine. In and out of state, put authority, more to see, born to be. Put my name on your neck, sworn to me. Y'all bitches lucky I don't got a dragon. Hop on that bitch like Aladdin, ruling Anglo-Saxon. Tag 'em, time to the tail and drag 'em. Bag 'em, Karen's can't fathom. Danny Phantom, chop it to your top, light 'em up, lantern. Niggas press pop a pampering, I'm ran. Everything I'm on the anthem, can't stand it, just landed. Y'all living off bread and butter, I'm on a sandwich. Outlandish, green eye bandit, grenade in the hand grip, can't be tampered with. Turn Bandcamp dollars to Balenciagas. Todd Chada, go home, Roger, bones on chapter 10, we build the sagas. This new Prada, all white seats, New England chowder, fiends off the powder, tweaking, rider. Put the grabber, whip you into shape, Coach Carter, make me prouder. Valerian steel on my grills. See me in traffic, a meal on wheels, ain't missing no meals, taking lots of teals. Niggas trying Copperfield, in a deal, make his body disappear, Copperfield. I'm at the end of legend, Peter Cottontail, I'm just a bill, y'all retail. Chrome Heart Steel, I'm too real, Uncle Phil, say my name, Rumble still ain't splitting no bills. Still shine without the sun, Bradley Bill. They threw dirt on me, grab the shovel and peel. I can turn a sandcastle to a 3-story home and I'll pass it. I hold a chapel, chain on my neck, go to lasso, rip the shackles. Load the rascal, let the mat go, gun basil, drum rattle. Brains hanging from the cap tassel. I swear I'm bashful. At 30-35, unleash me out the time gas.
Yeah. We make plays for power. Shit get dicey, you know how to react. Everybody got an agenda, son. You know what I mean? Hey, yo. Play the dangerous game, you bound to lose, sound the blues. Pirates on the treasure hunt for crown jewels. You lay down the snooze, gallon of the booze. We don't respect the way you dudes use auto-tune. Another dead body found in the lagoon, how soon? Bring the money, I need to pay quick. Way to brick, sell it. Watching the Seahawks versus Patriots locked in. Hold the
diamond chain. What? The pocket's getting thicker. The watch. Diamond chain. Diamond chain. What? The pocket's getting thicker. The watch is moving quicker. Money talk is much louder now, but I can't sleep through the night. Can't sleep through the night. Still see your face in the class. What? Bow, nigga!
16,000 square, 8 million up there, 2 million down here. When I was born, grandmama could see it. I be Bentley driven and very strategic. RM sleeve, no diamonds are needed. Floors are heated, so be it, so be it. Fucking with P, get something to meet you. Your soul don't like your body, we help you free it. Then we wait for TMZ to leak it. It ain't no secret, so be it, so be it. Smoke. So be it, so be it. Smoke.
Tough shots
So
throughout the course of her career.
El Cabong.
Just 16. Wow! She's not 16. I know. Wait, no. Okay, I'm almost 24.
Yeah, don't
she's
say
20.
that. How old are you?
I'm 30.
You
Whoa.
30? 40.
She's old. 40 and she's cute. You wait. You haven't seen her with her bust down. Wait till you see her with her bust down. Do you have money? You have money? Money?
buckets.
Scene 3, take 1.
Okay, chat. I love you too, Twin. Chat, I think it's time to end the stream. We love y'all. Hey, All-Star Weekend 2026, man. We done get it up. This shit's so messy.
You can never, ever, never, ever, ever, never, never, ever, never, ever, 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 never. Fuck with this, nigga. Never. Fuck out of here. Look. Hey yo, my name ring cause I clapped the deputy and headshot the sheriff. That's the plot, my mind is locked on a pot of treasure. I need the guap before I ever chase a thought for pleasure. Big knots in my pocket, brolic like Brock Lesnar. You niggas rapping a group cool, you get popped together. Gunpowder on my sweater when I shop Berettas. Drugs under my nails, dirty scale that I use to measure. Materials that melt they mind and they ask for extra. Leave with some coke and a smile and an E for effort. A bundle of joy, yo boy, these the perks of flexing. And finessing like pyramid schemes. Streets real slimy, get left red if you green. Sent to the afterlife at the traffic light. All you heard was the blast and a flash of white. When he clapped the pipe, brain splash all over the dash. Fast and that's your life. Fuck all that, y'all still ain't rapping right. Y'all fools know my grooves been smooth like yak with ice. It ain't no rules, they can't find you, they whack your wife. Gambling if that's your vice, bring your gat the dice. Hold with your life. It ain't always lucrative and far-fetched to find out a smart nigga died over stupid shit. Pushing soft for sport, was taught to respect ruthlessness. Flip a dollar in the way more. New York tutelage, my life like a motion picture minus the movie script. Your bitch quote my scripture and masturbate. I'm too legit. Give a fuck who you is. That nigga's washed. Wrong street. You can never, ever, never, ever, ever, never, never, ever.
Running barefoot through the woods, niggas couldn't catch my speed. World Cup ice show speed, body shots creep, nosebleed, take heed. Follow my lead, bitch get a job, Steve. Wonder how I did it, you don't need a degree, but learn how to read. What's this dictionary, look up the word achieve. Bet on me, you lose, cashback guaranteed, cause I'll never fall. No warranty, regulate Warren G. These bitches couldn't touch me in quarantine. In and out of state, put authority, more to see, born to be. Put my name on your neck, sworn to me. Y'all bitches lucky I don't got a dragon. Hop on that bitch like Aladdin, ruling Anglo-Saxon. Tag him, time to the tail and drag him. Bag him, Karen's can't fathom. Danny Phantom, chop it to your top, light him up, lantern. Niggas press, pop a pampering, I'm ran. Everything I'm on the anthem, can't stand it, just landed. Y'all living off bread and butter, I'm on a sandwich.
Listen, man, after Jackie Young gave up that 28, 10, and 11 last night, I had to come through the day. You know what I mean? With that game of bones, China, Beijing. Everybody, thanks so much for joining tonight, man. This is the Locker Room Lead Live. Locker Room Lead Live, Ladies Hoops Collective Edition. Everybody, please join. Thanks so much for coming in. Like, share, subscribe. You see what's going on. You see I am joined by my brother, none other, the visionary of BGW Pod. You dig what I'm saying? The visionary, the motion picture that's always in motion. Norfolk State University, class of 2008, Chaz OB. What's up, baby? How you doing today, man? You let me know. You let me know.
Man. This was a long time coming. This was a long time coming. I ain't gonna hold you, Lo. I've been waiting on this for quite some time. Not just like the Ladies Hoops Collective aspect.
Yeah.
You and I have a symmetry, chemistry. It's understood without having to be spoken on.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's the Philly VA connection, and it probably is, but you just know when you meet a kindred spirit. You just know when you meet a like-minded individual. So when you were added to the team, I was like, when it happens, when we collab, I'm 20 minutes early. I almost hopped this motherfucker 20 minutes late.
Yeah. No, I know you was ready. I know you was ready, man.
When you hit me with the idea, man, I couldn't wait, man. So
yeah,
this feels right. The home team is putting up numbers on the astronomical rate, and this is gonna keep us locked and steady and keep it moving, man. So I'm excited. I'm excited for the night.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, man. Yes, sir, man. We got some stuff to talk about. Everybody, please like, share, and subscribe to your heart's content. This is the Locker Room Lead Live. This is the Ladies Hoop Collective presented to you all by BGW Pod. You already know that's for life. Everybody, thanks so much for joining. Thanks so much for joining these past couple of days over the weekend. I hope everybody had a good SummerSlam weekend. You know what I mean? If y'all watching NXT tonight, you know what I mean? Just before hopping in, Chaz, shout out to your Mystics too, but the Phillies is playing the Nationals tonight. So I don't know. It's just some synergy this week, man. You know what I mean? Everybody, thanks so much for joining. Our newest brother, Descent. What's up, bro? Thanks so much, brother. Appreciate it.
We have Miss Scott joining as well.
She's in the building. She's in the building as far as I can see. What's up, sis? What's going on? You know what I mean? What's going on, sis? Appreciate you for joining tonight, especially on this night. You know what I mean?
Man, beautiful. This is like you said, the symmetry. It's all
absolutely
there. It's all line.
I think we're gonna have a particular type of conversation tonight, man. I think that it's important to raise up a few of the things other than just the game of basketball tonight. Basketball is definitely a integral part of our culture growing up. The WNBA, as we know, being children of the 90s, the WNBA, man, like, and we're going to get into it, man, thinking about Spoon, thinking about Dawn, you know what I mean, thinking about Cynthia Coop, and, just the elders, man, and we go, further into the generations, the WNBA lore is, I think it's picking up. I think business is up. I mean, not for nothing, no pun intended, with the CBA and everything going on. $7 million salary cap now, chartered flights, you dig what I'm saying? Average salaries well over about $500,000 at this point, we could say, you know what I mean? So,
in the words of our esteemed ancestor, Ace from Paid in Full, everybody eats, B.
Yes.
Everybody eats.
And everybody in that league, you know what I mean, going back to the year 1998, 1999 has been, toiling, bargaining, you know what I mean? I think that the WNBA Players Association right now is probably in its, this is probably the best form the union has probably been in. Thinking about, we're going to talk. But Chaz, brother, everybody in the room right now, again, thanks so much for joining. Y'all see what's going on. You know what I mean? Not for nothing. You know what I mean? Again, shout out to our brother, man. Welcome aboard, brother. Welcome aboard. We're about to do some real good business. But, y'all see what's going on right now. Earlier this week, I was listening to some of my favorite WNBA people. You know what I mean? Erica Ayala. You know what I mean? So on and so on. But right now, as y'all can see, we are two males, two black men that's about to talk about the WNBA. This platform,
non-toxic black males.
Let's as much as humanly possible. You know what I mean? But to me, again, learning about your work, Chaz, coming onto the team, thinking about the different ways in which we wanted to bring certain things to not only just the platform of BGW, but just to the space in general. I think of us similarly in the way, how like Wu-Tang, right? When Wu-Tang, they would do their group thing, and then, a lot of those guys would go off in other spaces, other labels, and have their own, solo projects and things like that. So to kind of even think about the way in which we come together as a group, and then our separate ventures, not necessarily separate, but just the individual projects we're working on, right? And learning that you will be doing a WNBA show was just great news to all of us. And I think for the greater culture of the league and interest in the league and things like that, someone like you doing this weekly magazine on the WNBA with a particular focus around particular players and also their life and times, right? Thinking about the content right now, and I hope everybody's very familiar with the stud buds. You know what I mean? With that type of content, showing women of all types of walks of life, living life, having fun, celebrating, right? When we think about basketball and when we think about celebrations, we think about that June series known as the NBA Finals, right? And we see a team in particular celebrating at the end of that series, right? I think it's so good, especially in your content, to see Black women celebrating irregardless of where their teams are in the standings, irregardless of if you in the top 8, that's what's up, because we all know in the WNBA the top 8 make the playoffs. But if you below that top 8 threshold, you know what I mean. There still seems to be this carefree nature about the WNBA. And I just want to say that, a few years ago, I don't necessarily have a favorite WNBA team. I have favorite WNBA players.
Well, listen, that's probably gonna change because they coming to Philly.
Yes, absolutely. We gonna talk. You know what I mean? Shout out to Cleveland, who about to get their franchise as well.
Shout out.
They just announced. But thinking about over the years, I've watched a lot of Seattle, a lot of Breonna Stewart. In the years past, a lot of Kalia on Chicago, going back to the championship year in 2021. When one of my favorite players, Bree Stewart, left Seattle and went to New York, you know what I mean? Their championship, I think that was 2023, 24.
Around that time, yes, sir.
Okay. Because that's when the Aces was starting their dynasty around that time too.
Correct.
But even thinking about this past NBA season with the New York Knicks kind of coming back to their glory. And it's very interesting. The New York Knicks won the very first NBA game in 1946, and for them to win the NBA championship after about 50-something years, almost 60 years, is amazing. But for me, over the years, watching the Giants that we mentioned a few minutes ago, Dawn Staley coming from North Philadelphia, you know what I mean, Cynthia Cooper. I think right now, this league, I think, has the most exposure that it's had in a while. And knowing that someone like you has their hands in that and is trying to deliver that to the community just made us all feel great. And it's this is something that's definitely needed amongst a team of all Black men, right? So when and why did you first decide to start the Ladies Hoops Collective?
So when we did the first BGW their poetry jam, their poetry space, that's when I love telling the story because Nola was the fuel that I needed for the fire. I saw him doing the football podcast until the final whistle, and I started to really kind of just think. And I seen, and then Scott had put on this amazing event along with our extended guy from another mother, Rob Ace.
Shout out Ace, bro.
Shout out Ace for sure.
Mm-hmm.
He was doing that on and beforehand he did his poetry as a walkout for Ineradicable Soul, Darius Lockhart, you know what I'm saying? And before that he had the books. So it was just kind of looking at from that aspect and damn, all right, I know I want to do more than wrestling. I know I want to do more than create videos around wrestling. I'm finally have a platform that I can really stretch my wings and see where else my other passions are at. Let me be a sponge and kind of soak up how Nolo does, you know what I'm saying, his pod with our other extended co-host Cheevers. Shout out to the Cheevers, you know what I'm saying?
Cheese, right, Big Cincinnati.
Seeing how he did that, and then kind of asking yo, how are you able to do this and this, and him telling me, you know what I'm saying, his keys to how he did it. I was okay, that makes sense. This is something that I could possibly do. Because at that time I just had so much going on, still trying to fit in BGW as much as I could. Personally, career-wise and spiritually, it was a lot going on around that time.
Yeah.
But I knew I was I have an itch that still needs to be scratched. And I finally have this brotherhood that sees me and values me and hears me and will allow me to try shit, make mistakes. But I'm really solo dolo for a lot of the times. So when I finally got this brotherhood that I've been craving for, dying for, it was all right, got this brotherhood. I know they're gonna be locked in. And then when you came, I was the blessings and abundance.
My God, real shit.
So it was just all right, I have a squad. I got Mac, I got Low, I got Scott, I got Nola. Okay. What do I do with this? So that's where it came from. And it was just more so like, man, if I can do something that pays Scott back for taking the chance on the kid, and gets us closer to like being substantial and making money off of just creative and doing stuff that we love without a 9-to-5, I'm gonna do that. That's the least I can do to pay Scott back for taking the chance.
Yeah, man.
So that's where it came from. That night, it was like, all right, I got to figure out something. And then I kind of asked Nola how he did it. He told me how he did it. I was like, all right, bet. Left the event, battery pack in my back. I was like, all right, I got something that I've been sitting on for a while, and it feels like the perfect time to really hop in. And that's when the W came around. I had always been like a fan from deep, you know what I'm saying? But
yeah,
it was never as deep as it was NBA and NFL. But I was like, every time I watched, it was like, yo, these women can hoop. You know what I'm saying? And it's like a lot of times better than the men. You know what I'm saying? Like as far as shot making and play making and executing plays and understanding the situation on the IQ, like this woman can hoop.
Real quick.
Yes.
Defense.
Defense.
That other fucking league, man. Oh my God. But I'm listening.
Defense. It was giving me everything I loved about the pure game of the hoops. So I was like, all right, well, let me just start kind of slowly tapping in and being kind of, being a sponge and figuring this out. So I remember the love came from, it was a finals game a couple years ago. It was the Minnesota Lynx with Maya Moore. And I want to say, and y'all please correct me if I'm wrong out there, but I want to say it was against Phoenix and Diana Taurasi. And I just was like, yo, this is the greatest finals game I've ever seen in my life. And it was the women. And I was like, all right, you know what I mean? That's when the spark started. And then, like I said, around that time when I was kind of figuring out things, it was like, yo, you have an opportunity right now to get in on something that's about to take off. Because I was seeing what was going on in college, and it's funny because the expansion of the W is gonna, and where it's at now, is gonna always be tied to, for better or worse, Angel and Caitlin. It's the same the effect of Bird and Magic, right? You remember around that time, you're a historian, so you know around that time, NBA was trying to find its next spark. It was groundling, it was looking for something to bring them up. In comes Bird and Magic. You know what I'm saying? Shit goes through the roof, and so many things started happening through that. Television changed because of Bird and Magic around that time. So again, the direct growth of where the W is now is going to always be directly to Caitlin and Angel. Don't get it twisted. The hoops were always the hoops, and it was always must-see television. But it was fighting an uphill battle, and I don't want to get too deep, but it was fighting an uphill battle because when the first 2-3 years of the W, the fandom was astronomical out of nowhere to spark at, because people were clamoring for this, people wanted this, and you already had established hoopers that were ready to take their game to the next level. You had established hoopers that were playing overseas. Cynthia Cooper is the best example. She knows Italian by heart because she was playing overseas before she got that call to Houston Comets. You know what I'm saying? So because of these women already having like this 3-year, 4-year like push because of what they had to do, the W took off. And then there was some shit that happened between David Stern and Mark Shapiro, the same nigga that's running TKO. We're not going to do wrestling. But wrestling is everything.
It's going to come into conversation at some point. Unfortunately, sometimes.
So he did some foul shit that set back the W like 10 plus years. And so because I look at it was bubbling because the hoops were always elite. But once people were able to attach themselves to a name and an idea and notable players, and because of that amazing national championship between them two, when everybody was like, the country was pulling, you know what I'm saying, pulling for Caitlin, But Angel was like, fuck what you talking about.
Yeah.
Fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is my time. And won, and then did the change the game forever. We could never go back. So that was like the final spark that it was needed for where we're seeing today. But again, so I look at the W now as like it's on the second chapter, right? Like you had the first 20 and some change, and in the last couple 3 years, it's been this new chapter, new eyes, new money, new merchandise, new opportunities. You know what I'm saying, for everything. So, although, like you said, it is doing astronomical numbers, we are still going through those growing pains when you're a new company with fresh eyes that want to be a part of it, but sometimes all money ain't good money. Right?
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? We'll get into it. So that's where we're kind of at. But for me, to gear it back, I saw that, okay, this is a brand new opportunity. It's a fresh market. And Scott said it to me best, like you have the potential to really be a pillar in this, because you're, like you said, we're Black men talking about it. And unfortunately, in the last couple of years, it hasn't always been in the best light from Black men talking about the hoops. It's been very toxic, very ignorant, very just lack of consideration for what these women are doing. And it's coming from a very sexist view. I have none of that. Now, don't get it twisted. I'm still a man. So a dog gonna bark when you see some fine. But it's always respectful. And it's like, but it doesn't dim me to understanding that these women can hoop, that they should be respected for their professionalism, for what they're giving, their God-given talent, what they're giving to us. They're entertained, just like wrestling. You're putting yourself out there every day. Yes, it's for you, but it's also for people that love the game. You know what I mean? And that should always be at the forefront. That was my main thing when I came into this, Lo. It was like, I'm gonna be somebody that I may not be like a super nerd, know the plus and minuses and all that stuff. And that's gonna come over time. But what I do bring that's different from a lot of other people is my passion. You know what I mean? My unique take on things. Like I can still speak from an educated, understanding standpoint and still make you feel like I'm one of y'all. I'm the nigga on the block. You know what I'm saying? Like it's your homie. It's your boy cousin. You know what I'm saying? Like that's I want you to feel like that, but also understand your boy cousin has a degree. Your boy cousin is well read. Your boy cousin is well traveled, and your boy cousin understands that the women need a Black male platform to abdicate to casual fans that don't watch, and to individuals that come from a lens of I'm not going to do any type of research. I'm not going to do the homework. It's just I'm just coming how I am, and that's where I decided to come in. That's where it was like, all right, this makes the most sense. This is where I'm going to find my footing.
Yeah. Real quick. There was a point in which when I was asking you that question, I had a lot of filler before I had finally finished the question. And I realized that as a, person that speaks publicly and I added a lot of filler with that, just trying to figure things out. I really appreciated that whole answer you gave. That's one of my favorite answers. One of my favorite, like, just starting out, because usually right here in the Locker Room Leads, you already know y'all like, share, and subscribe. We always say to the artists, to the wrestlers, like, why this for you, why that for you. Like, that was one of my favorite first answers. So I really appreciate that answer. That was very
blessings in abundance.
Yeah, that was a verse, bro. That's verse of the year. Yeah, it was some stuff in there. You mentioned Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark, two professionals, two players, two stars. Since their teenage years, they've been playing against each other.
Correct.
And you bring up Bird and Magic, and we know about other rivalries that surpass universities, leagues, and things like that. Real quick, I want to shout out my brother J Rod. You dig what I'm saying? down there with them Tennessee
Listen,
Volunteers.
they coming to see Otis. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They coming to see Otis. They coming to see Otis.
Man. Shout out to our brother J-Do, man, down there with them Tennessee Vols, man. Go Vols. Again, Lady Vols, one of the greatest sports just Tennessee basketball. We could have a lot with different eras and different teams, but shout out to the Tennessee Vols. Shout out our brother J Rod. One of the greatest college basketball programs of all time, regardless of gender. Bringing up Bird and Magic, we could think about Iverson and Ray Allen. You dig what I'm saying? We could do that. And I think that this, that NCAA championship moment definitely captured the nation in a way in which is different than other moments. And I think this is the reason why, is because the patriarchy suggests a lot of things within our society, within the workplace, within entertainment. And somewhere such as the WNBA, you're kind of mixing two things, right? This entertainment is like certain people's workplace, right? As we were just talking about the collective bargaining things and things like that, those conversations are not for no reason. When all of that was going on, my thing was, and I was having a lot of conversations with, my wife, Shara, who y'all know. And we was just talking about just like different things, and even chapters after the Caitlin Clark thing, you know what I mean? And just being happy that someone like Angel Reese is getting not only necessarily her money that's due to her on the court, but just all of her business off the court, right? But this moment captured the nation in a particular way in which kind of people started to voice their opinions in certain types of ways in which it wouldn't have been voiced if, two, star players that, were in the men's NCAA tournament, for instance, right, had a moment and they were about to matriculate into the NBA and they kind of had a similar situation, that the conversation wouldn't have went that way. I think that if the two players, if one was white, one was black, if one had, certain political views openly and publicly, and maybe, because we've had those little situations happen in places like the UFC, the NFL, etc., Major League Baseball, you know what I mean? So things kind of get talked about depending on the public persona of a player, or what the public knows about that player, or what that player want the public to know about them, right? And their coworkers. But this was a little different. And it's because simply Caitlin Clark is a white woman from Middle America, right? And Angel Reese is a black woman that, particularly went to Louisiana State University.
From
Baltimore, right? We know what that Louisiana State team looks like, was made of. We're going to talk a little bit more about Louisiana State, a couple of players, and what's going on in the league, you know what I mean? But where I am with this is that the conversation was just so out of pocket.
Yeah.
And for me, it was like, this conversation shouldn't go like this because these are two competitors. So when it comes to any gestures, any things like that, like those things are definitely emotions and things that are kind of built up during the game, but it's somewhat a part of the nature. It's the inherent nature of competition. You're going to say things and you're going to do things. Now, I believe that those things should be within the confines of competition, right? So when we think about different other situations that happen, I think about a crazy situation in the World Cup of 2018. I talk about it all the time, where this soccer player, Zerdan Shaqiri, who was representing Switzerland, but originally he's from I was about to say Albany. Albania. Albania. Shout out to Albany, though. From Albania, but he's representing Switzerland, but they're playing Serbia. And, Serbians and Albanians don't get along. It's like a thing, right? And this particular player scored in the last minutes of the game, and he put up a particular gesture that was a gesture of pride for his nation, but the other side could take that a certain type of way, right? So that became insanely political, right? So it's thousands of stories going back decades about like World Cup stuff and how sometimes geopolitics kind of influences things that happen on the field. But in this situation, I just simply think it was two competitors at the height of their competition, at the peak of their game, right? At the peak of their form, playing on a national championship stage. And that was it. I just think that it really got made into something that it didn't need to be. But of course it was, because people have the viewpoints that they do on women. and on how women should conduct themselves and how particular women should conduct themselves to one another, regardless of any type of marginalization, right? That one group of women might be facing and another group of women might not necessarily be facing that same amount of marginalization, if that makes sense. Yes. So I think that conversation really just got blown out of proportion, and it really took away from what happened on the court that day and the greatness that we did see within the confines of that basketball game.
Correct.
You think what I'm saying? So what did you think about the fallout of the conversation? And I know where you were speaking about like what it did for visibility, but as far as like socially and politically, what do you think that moment did for the league?
It unfortunately kind of set the tone to where we're at now. Again, it should have been left in just two competitors having a moment, right?
Right.
Nothing more, nothing less. And they even tried to diffuse it after the fact, right? Like they tried to do their best to be like, yo, it was just basketball. It's no ill will, da 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 da. If it had never been given the media attention that it did in the negative light, and it wasn't all bad, but the majority of the platforms that were responsible for pushing the narrative made it that way. Fox News, ESPN, for example. Two different spectrums now, because for better or for worse, say what you have to say, and I'm gonna agree because most of the shit is fucked up and wrong. But for better or for worse, ESPN is still a entertainment business company. Yes, it's a sports media, but they have to do what they have to do to keep your views, to keep you coming in. So what's the best way for them to do that? Oh yeah, milk it, right?
Yeah.
Not saying that they intentionally were looking to make it negative, but they intentionally made sure to always highlight it whenever they had a moment. That's what ESPN is really, really good at, milking that cash cow over and over and over again, even when we're burnt out from it.
Yeah.
Fox News, another spectrum, same entity, again, they have to do what they have to do. It's a right wing company, so they have agendas, they have ideas, they have narratives that they have to get pushed, and they saw an opportunity to do that. Like you said, white woman, middle America, Iowa, all the elements are there.
Yeah.
So what should have been just competitive cash shit talking, because we all do it on any sport, any genre, any gender, we all do it. Yeah. And like you said, it was in the confines of the game, and Angel earned that right because they won. And again, like I said, it almost felt like the entire society, outside of like real hoop junkies, like thought I was just gonna steamroll, thought Caleb was gonna have like this Steph Curry type deal, and that wasn't the case. So it unfortunately and beneficially and monetarily set the tone for today. And I don't regret seeing it. I don't regret that it had to happen like that, because again, look where it led us to in terms of money, in terms of opportunities, in terms of a new CBA, in terms of all these things, in terms of like the 30th WNBA season being highlighted the way it is, in terms of expansion teams. Like all this is contributed to that night. But was it worth it? I can't answer that right now because we're still in the midst of growth. But again, with that growth is going to come new eyes, new voices, new platforms that don't always have the WNBA's best interest.
Yeah, and I can appreciate that too. Yeah. I think that it broke. It was a watershed moment because it broke a certain. So okay, let's do this. For all my you know, you're looking at two of the blackest men you're gonna find.
That's
in terms of right. Yeah, I mean, a couple more of our friends. Yeah, I mean, brother Jamar, what's going on, my brother? It's all good. What's up, Meek? What's good? Sister, how you doing? You know what I mean? It's all good. It's all good. Shout out to the great work Meek has been doing as of late.
Yes. 30 minutes or less with her and Lash Lariat's top tier work.
Absolutely, y'all. Shout out to all our sisters, man. And so with that blackness, we're gonna have memories, cultural, you know, just things that never exit our minds, right, in our memories. Jamar says he just got into an argument with a coworker about more support for the league. And that's gonna be a thing on the job site. We always going, we going
ain't no chill. Ain't no chill.
Yeah. Right.
You came to the wrong place for that.
Chill, do not pay the bills.
Chill, do not pay the bill.
But this is a big thing in the barbershop, Jamar and Chaz, in the workplace, y'all, everywhere. You dig what I'm saying? It's always gonna be that group of guys that's gonna be talking about how terrible the WNBA is. You know what I mean? And different things about the difference in this and the difference in that. And I mean, it's interesting. Like a lot of these guys, like I don't even know if half of these dudes have ever played organized basketball.
They haven't.
On any level.
They haven't.
You know what I mean? So it's so that's that. But where I am with this is cultural moments, things, et cetera, et cetera. We all know about the 92 Dream Team. All know about it, but that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about an episode of Martin in which you know the episode.
Yeah.
Right? That episode I think did a lot for visibility for the WNBA's answer to the Dream Team and just the WNBA in general. You know what I mean? And so we never have had like certain personalities stand out in a particular way until that moment. They weren't even wearing WNBA jerseys then, right? This was a NCAA tournament, right? So they weren't even wearing WNBA jerseys. And so for this being a huge moment for the WNBA because there are two incoming stars, I think it did something where people kind of had to like pick. You know what I mean? I think there was an interesting moment between Dave Portnoy and, you know, someone from the city of Philadelphia, Wallow from $1 Million Worth of Game. And $1 Million Worth of Game is a show that's on the Barstool platform. Dave Portnoy owns Barstool. Dave Portnoy referred to Angel Reese after that moment as a piece of shit. And publicly, like on Instagram, and it was a thing. And Wallow kind of interjected and da-da-da. I'm not going to say that it was enough, and I don't know what other conversations were had after that, but these are the things, right, that people had. These are the things that people have chosen. These are the things that people have picked to say and feel based on Angel's gesture. You know what I mean? Just like with the Dave Portnoy situation, Jamar says the conversation he had at work, he took it personal because it was a white guy. You know what I mean? And, you know, again, legendary cultural moments, right? White men can't jump. We all know about that and everything like that. But when you mentioned Larry Bird, and you know, again, one of my favorite WNBA players is Breonna Stewart.
Mm-hmm.
I think that Breonna Stewart is one of the coldest.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you just can't deny what she does. You dig what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Another, you know, real cool personality.
Mm-hmm.
But where I am with this, again, it just didn't, like, that moment just did a whole lot around the visibility of like who these women are. And I think it was like one of the first times since that Martin episode where, and granted, all of those women were being themselves on that episode. They're all credited as themselves, right? But this was an actual real life competition that happened. So I just think it did a whole lot for visibility of the women, but also like now people are deciding like who's who. And kind of coming off of what I said about Caitlin Clark, like, you know, the white woman comment that's not like a pejorative, right? It's just literally stating like who she is, like what she fills out on her job application. Right. So when I say that, I don't really mean any, but it is what it is. Right.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I can recognize that Caitlin Clark is also a cold ass competitor with a certain particular type of chip on her shoulder, because as a young white woman playing ball in the Midwest, depending on who's around you, it's going to be other. And a lot of times, it's basketball culture, certain things you hear. I don't use this term too often. A bench Becky, meaning like the white woman who thinks she's nice, but she really just going like ride the bench and just come in and probably go like 2 for 8. You dig what I'm saying? Get fouled a couple times. Like you a bench Becky. Like you that type of white John that play ball. That's how the women from where I'm from talk about.
Right.
You dig that hoop. You know what I mean? So that's just. But like Caitlyn, where she at with it, I know you see her size. You know that she had a lot to prove to other people on the court. So she had a certain chip on her shoulder.
Correct.
She's trying to show people she's more than whatever you think that she is. You know what I mean? And so I think that she's had things, some insurmountable things to accomplish at places like her high school, at places like the University of Iowa, breaking records, things like that. And so like, yeah, but at the same time, people are going to take what Caitlyn is putting out, her persona, her personality, and they're going to see, I don't know, maybe innocence or she could do no wrong or being infallible because like she's this white woman that like got harmed in this situation. And with the Angel Reese situation, people are going to see her as brash. You just heard it, what Dave Portnoy said about her. It's like we watch the NBA all of the time. Like how many like we could call Angel Reese a piece of shit for doing this. Everybody does it around championship time. It was just done more directly.
Steph did it his whole final run.
The whole time. Telling niggas to go to sleep. All this goofy shit. We got Ja Morant for no reason. He's shooting niggas. He throwing grenades in the crowd. Bro. And granted, certain people had got an issue with it. I know some old heads that got an issue with that. But the conversations are not as loud.
Right.
You think what I'm saying? And so that's when I was like, yo, like they just hoopers. Like let them women hoop. And then when they go to the NBA, like let them hoop some more because like they're still going to be competitors. So like, how are we going to continue having this conversation about these women? You know what I mean? And so it does a thing to which now we have, like I said, we got like things like the stud buds and Natisha and Courtney putting out their own content and being seen and like that they want to be seen in and things like that. To kind of switch where I'm going with this conversation a little bit. Now people are able to, now women in the league are able to choose for themselves how they want to be seen and how they want to be talked about.
Yes.
You see what I'm saying? So yeah, man, that just was I just wanted to put that out there because I really felt some type of way about that for some time. And this has been like the only time I really only like had to like speak on it and kind of like using this opportunity to. But brother, again, I'm glad you're here, man. The kind of real quick, J Rod says he remembered that too, and it caused a lot of people to pick sides. And I think I'm about to say a wrestling company. It's the W.
Wrestling is everything.
Here we go, man. Here we go. Gerard says that he thinks the WNBA capitalized on the rivalry. They definitely did. The Caitlin Clark sneaker deal, right? Angel Reese also has a sneaker deal with Reebok. You know what I mean? A lot of those models look like, or the model that got put out looks like, a few of the Iverson models kind of got infused into that, being the Reebok shoe. But Jamar also says they act like she's that way only against Caitlin Clark. Reese is that way with everybody on the court competitive.
It does not matter who.
That is the story they trying to point out. That's a bar.
That's a whole fucking bar.
That's exactly the story that they were intending to put out. Absolutely. And it's messed up because when it's put that way, it gets tough. And that's the thing about like the media. When you put certain things a certain type of way, like it gets tough to see Angel in that full-fledged I see this person as a full-fledged competitor. Like people, when you put those ideas out, people that those things are not present anymore. You dig what I'm saying? So yeah, shout out to Jamar for putting that out there, man, because that was a huge thing during the whole like media storm. Absolutely. All day long. To kind of switch this up a bit, man, and to kind of get into a little bit of some of the excitement going on around the league right now. We just left All-Star Weekend. I want to get a little bit into All-Star Weekend in a few minutes. But for me, and I think for a lot of people who watch the W, there are certain players that stand out. I think a particular player that stood out in the last few years based on different teams and, just kind of being a traveler for a little bit, Kelsey Plum, but also one of the best players in the nation, a standout player for the United States women's basketball team. Again, all-out competitor. We knew, and I think that, you knew for a little bit that Kelsey wanted to leave Los Angeles.
I want to say this.
Yeah, please.
And I definitely mean to cut you off.
No, not at all. Please.
She only wanted to go and when she started to feel like her value wasn't being seen.
Yes.
Because she wanted to stay at Ace for as long as possible, but
when
it felt like the offense is gearing away towards her, it was like, okay, well, if it's gonna happen like this, then I at least need to carve my own lane to see what can happen.
Yeah.
And for better or for worse, I personally, I would definitely say her years when she was a spark, to me, the way she was able to score, the way she was able to carry the team at times, she elevated her play in my mind to, you're a top 10 player.
Yes.
You see what I'm saying? Because I'm looking at the totality of your body of work. Yes, some of the years may not always click, or y'all didn't get always in the playoffs and things like that, and it wasn't always your fault. Between injuries and front office decisions, you were kind of put in kind of rough situations your whole time there.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
But she elevated her play in my mind with like certain scoring outputs and carrying the team on her back. So you have a credential, and now you've done it to say, yeah, you a top 10 player. So when I think about Kelsey Plum, it's like, it's a double-edged sword, bro. You're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't.
Yeah.
You didn't want to go, but you saw like this isn't the same type of vibes and offense that you came into that you feel like it's gonna help you win and help you be the best version of yourself. Okay, if that's the case, then let me see what I can do on my own. I don't consider it a failure at all. I just what I say like this. She does have to take a little bit of blame because you were able to kind of see at that time what the sparks are and what was going on and in front office. But again, she may not have had all the pieces, but she thought that she could be the final piece to take it to the next level. So hindsight is 2020. She could have went anywhere else. She could have stayed, kept winning, whatever it can be. But she tried it. It didn't always go the way that she thought, but I have to commend that because, again, you still wanted the world to know, like, hey, I'm still a great player, and I'm going to see if I can do my part to lead. And if it doesn't work, cool. But it's just like, fuck, man. What could have been if she always had the consistency from front office, coaching, players, et cetera, because many nights it was just Kelsey Plum and nothing else. So
dog, Kelsey to me is, I think definitely, Kelsey is she's probably not in my top 5 right now. She definitely, I think, in my top 10, especially over the last couple of years. If I could, if I may shorten that list to about an 8 or a 6. But Kelsey's a very unique player to me because Kelsey Plum was drafted number 1 overall out of Washington.
And a lot of people don't remember that.
No. And they don't remember it because it was at a time in which the Las Vegas Aces didn't yet exist.
Right.
He was drafted by the San Antonio Stars, who became the Las Vegas Aces. A little bit of WNBA history for y'all, you know what I mean? Know how a team, certain times, Seattle went to, all y'all know, you know what I mean? Thinking about the NBA. Out of Washington, the number 1 pick, 2017, you dig what I'm saying? wins a couple of championships, but then like she also has an international hand as well, playing for Galatasaray in Turkey. You know what I mean? Taking a break from the WNBA, coming back, you know, and I think about a lot of number one picks from this league and thinking about what they're doing now if they're still playing, you know what I mean? And so like a lot of the number one picks, they coming out of UConn. Most of the time.
UConn or Tennessee or South Carolina.
Most recently, you know what I mean? 2026.
It really has been those two, South Carolina and UConn.
UConn, right. Leah Boston out of South Carolina.
Asia Wilson.
Right. Caitlin is an anomaly too because she out of Iowa. So
absolutely.
Yeah, obviously, you know what I mean. But yeah, Asia out of South Carolina. Bree Stewart out of UConn. You know what I mean.
Exactly.
But and I like a little. You know, I like some of my Notre Dame folks. You know what I mean. Shout out to Jewel Lloyd.
Matter of fact, good point because and honestly, it's like a good portion of this league for the guards is Notre Dame U. Like Notre Dame U guard.
Look at Anissa. We gonna talk about Anissa a little bit too, because you know she going to Toronto. You know what I mean? Marina, and she out of Jersey, and she had a big All-Star weekend, I think. So yeah, man, Notre Dame, brother, fighting women Irish, bro.
Yep.
Like, but for me, Kelsey is one of them ones, man. One of the you know, in wrestling the term ace is used. You know what I mean? It's like a certain type of.
That's a good one. That's a good connection.
She's one of them ones. Like, and so okay. So here's where we are with this. Let's do some X's and O's. She joins this Phoenix team, right? That right now is in the hunt, not necessarily in contention, but in the hunt for the playoffs. This team has amazing talent on it. A couple of future Hall of Famers on this team. You know what I mean? Shout out my sister from North Philly, Kalia. What's they about to make a run? Phoenix, this for the playoffs is right around the corner.
Listen, man, what the Aces did last year, that's like that's a one-on-one type deal where
see, I hear you.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? That's like a Rolls Royce pulling up to a 300, and no shade.
I hear you. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? No shade, but
yeah. Shout out to him.
She is.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I can't wait for that one. She is. That next class with her and Juju. Sheesh.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah, man.
Oh my God.
Southern California. They about to be back. I think who was Southern Cal? I think the first number one pick came out of Southern Cal, and that was
you talking about?
Tina Thompson, 1997, the first number one.
Oh, yes, thank you.
Yeah, but no, I'm listening. Mm-hmm.
So, I don't want to be disrespectful to the greatness of Alyssa Thomas, to the greatness of DeWanna Bonner and Khalid Copper. I don't want to do that because this essentially maybe certain few pieces. This is the same team that made the finals. Yeah, this is the same team. Literally the same team.
Yeah, that's them.
That made the finals. You know what I'm saying? I guess they got swept. And please correct my either they got swept or they maybe won one game, but it's the same team.
Yeah,
but injuries, moving pieces in and out, and then having to deal with that whole scenario, which we'll get to between her and Caitlin and that whole fiasco. But it's just been so much that's been hitting them that they never really got a fair shake out the gate. I would like to believe if it was going to be a team that could do it what the Aces did last year, that it could be Phoenix because of the piece they have. And now you're adding Kelsey Plum, who again looked like she hasn't missed a beat. You know what I mean? She played 20 minutes last night and scored 20 points.
Right.
Like, whoa, okay. If this is the Kelsey Plum y'all about to get, it's not far-fetched, right? Again, a lot of things got to happen. And
it got to click. But no, I hear you.
It has to fit. They have to have the right matchups. Certain things have to happen. Domino effects have to happen if that's going to be. But then you think, okay, yeah, they make this run, right? But again, these pieces that they have, they're not spring chickens. Yes, Kalia Copper got that North Philly heart, but nobody beats Father Time. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's only like you're going to get yourself and gas yourself all the way try to get into the 8th spot. And then when the playoffs come, you don't even last. You can't even get past second quarter. Like you know what I'm saying? You getting scorched because you're just gassed. You're tired because you worked so hard to get into the playoffs. The pieces that they have, I just can't fathom it to say, yeah, they can make this stretch, get into the AC, and then keep going. The Aces still have relatively young or in their prime pieces.
Yeah.
And again, you have the greatest player of all time in her fucking prime. Like, okay, she can bring, you know what I'm saying, people along. And then you have, again, the one of, or if not the greatest point guard ever in Kelsey Gray.
Yeah.
You have one of the greatest top five scorers, two-way players in Jackie Young. Like, your big three, and your big three is still relatively young or relatively like they haven't missed a beat. So it was fathomable, like, yeah, okay, that makes sense that they did that. I'm not saying it can't happen with the Fiend because they have the experience, but you're asking a lot for a lot of these players in the stage of their career to stretch this thing out, make a hell of a run, and then you want them to still play tippy-top basketball in a playoff, in a second round. If you lose, that's it. There's no 2, there's no 3, no. It's sudden death. That's what makes the WNBA playoff so fucking good, Lo.
Yeah.
That's what makes it so good.
Yeah.
You are not having a second game if you are going home. It's like the NFL wild card. It's like that's it.
That's it. One and done. It's knockouts. Yeah, you either go and step up or crash out. Yeah,
man, you're asking a lot. So honestly, for me and a lot of us, I don't see this as just this year. I see this as a long-term plan. And I don't believe that they would sign her knowing that she's able to walk in free agency. I don't believe they make this move without saying, like, you're going to be a long-term piece of that. That doesn't ring true to me with this Phoenix organization and how they're run. It's like, yeah, they understood all that, because if that's the case, they could have just got her in free agency. You see what I'm saying? Because she was going to walk regardless.
Yeah.
But they signed her knowing, okay, we're going to keep you here. And she meshes very well because, again, like you brought up, she's played with a good portion of them on the USA team. You know what I'm saying? So they know who she is. They know what she brings. What I love about, I'm a Kelsey Plum fanatic. What I love about her is that she's a galvanizer. Like, people rally behind her.
Yeah.
She uplifts the locker room. She's a good presence. Her and Paige have that very similar, where it's like you want to be around her. So I didn't even think it was going to be like a mesh problem. I'm just thinking, like, where's your body at? How are you feeling? X, Y, and Z. But man, 20 minutes, 20 points.
Yeah.
So
take it. Yeah.
Let's see, man. Like you say, let's listen in. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, let's listen in. Yeah. Jamar says Aces versus Lynx in finals.
It's maybe probably gonna be if you were to ask me to put some bread on it, I probably would, because the Lynx are riding the 10-game winning streak. I'm not counting the Aces out ever again, because I did this shit last year like a fucking idiot. So I'm not doing that again. Like,
they showed you something.
But
yeah, man.
This Phoenix one, man, I'm definitely gonna be paying attention, because this is a long-term plan. And if they play their cards right, especially with the draft, this could be just like an outlier of a year. And it could be possible, depending on how everything shakes out, they make their way back into, domination, a top 5 team.
Absolutely. Another good point, Jamar.
Another good point. And again, Queen fucking Fee. She has any rush. She came back, returned her fucking mat, bat like cook crack. Like, that's how she was. It was a reminder, like, yo, I'm an MVP candidate type woman. Don't again. if I didn't know better, and if I wasn't burnt, I might say yeah, Link's prime, but Asia Wilson's in her prime. They're second. They smoked Atlanta last night. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
Like
they wasn't ready.
Again,
I know it was Barbie night. Y'all saw it at the end of
Barbie night. They
who performed? I think Mona Leo performed.
Mona Leo performed.
Yeah.
Pinka.
Yeah, and it was Flo Milli was in the building.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But they wasn't ready. Big thing for me was this. And one thing I say, Jamar, too, and Chaz and everybody watching. One thing I love about the WNBA is no single conference restricting for their playoffs into their finals. You know what I mean? So you can have a team from the same, like geographically from around the same area to play. So that's something I appreciate about. And it's similar things can happen in baseball as well, which is why I like baseball. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, it's we gonna see, man. We gonna see. This is it's a good year this year too, man. And yes, she is. She absolutely is.
Yes,
man.
she absolutely is.
Going crazy. Real quick, J-Rod, shout out to y'all for this conversation. As a guy that just casually watches the WNBA, this is some great content we ain't going to get on ESPN or any other major platform. I mean, yeah, you know, the thing is that I think there has been an uptick in like the major networks having like their like WNBA block or show, or you know what I mean? Like
Money talks.
Yeah. You know, so but I mean, like I see a few creators, you know what I mean, doing things on the WNBA here and there, but yeah, man, I just think, you know, if we really want to see this league make it, right? If we really want to see teams, players, and I mean, shout out to everything that's going on outside of the WNBA with Unrivaled, you dig what I'm saying? And, you know, even a lot of sisters going overseas and shit like that, still putting in pain. So yeah, man, I just think that you know, and you know, I love the snapback. I need one of my own. I've been, you know what I mean, every time you wear it. But for me, like, this does a lot for beyond the WNBA. It just does what it does so much for the women's game in general, right? And so being that, you know, again, man, this league is 1997. You know what I mean? We about to hit 20 years.
No, we're 30.
The 30. My math is off. Yeah. It's getting late. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Oh, yeah. And I remember that era.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
For sure. I just wish it was under better circumstance, because how we're getting them back is because of the kind of blackball that happened with the Connecticut Suns and the sale.
Yeah,
they were pushed into a corner by the league that made them had to do what they needed to do to get up out of that. And that, you know, that's another conversation for another day, but it just sucks because it should have been on like a fresh ground. It should have just been, or just adding expansion. Like, why did it have to be because of selling another team that from which all accounts that did not want to happen? Connecticut has been loyal to the soil to that team. Connecticut's, say what you will, say what you want. Connecticut's a basketball state. You know what I'm saying? From them to UConn, like that is pure basketball,
right?
24/7. So
absolutely,
they earned to have that team. You know what I mean? And again, Alyssa Thomas, DeWanna Bonner, Courtney Williams, Deja Carrington. That a lot of those were really good Connecticut team. Could never really get over the hump, but they were really fucking good, and they hung with them through the lean years. So it's just some bullshit how we're getting here. But I mean, you know, I definitely don't want to harp too much on negative. I want to be positive because the game does need the originals back, and Houston Comets, the first, I'm saying the first
real
trifecta that made this happen. They deserve to have a team back. So I'm definitely gonna celebrate that versus the latter.
Yeah, man.
And I'm sorry, I didn't mean to get too off topic.
Oh no, this is your show, brother. Listen, This is what I wanted. In journalism school, they tell you to go out there and get some.
Yeah.
And this, you know what I mean? No, don't pause me, y'all. I've been on my don't pause me run last couple, you know what I mean?
Yo, you need to, stick with this canon. Stick with this.
Yo,
it fits so well.
Bro. And this is it. This is what I needed from you, brother. So I appreciate it, man. This, you know what I mean?
My man.
J-Rod, I think Tennessee is supposed to be getting the WNBA soon. Maybe, I'm hoping so. Yeah, man. Nashville would be dope. I mean, we want to do the whole state, you know what I mean? But Nashville will be dope because the city is just so fire. You know what I mean? Just a popping city. We got the Predators, you know what I mean? We got music, we got barbecue, we got everything going on, you know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? And then, you know, Gerard, you know what I mean? He had to tell you as well, brother. So, yeah, appreciate all the family here tonight, y'all. You already know what's going on. This is the Locker Room League Live. This is the Ladies Hoops Collective. You know what I mean? Fallout from the All-Star week that was, Kelsey Plum trade, everything going on. Let me ask you a question, man.
Talk to me.
You know, umbrella question. What's this Sophie Cunningham business, man? What is going on? What's happening, man? Because we was talking some stuff earlier, right? About, you know, around the Angel and Caitlyn, and you know, but what's
the
you setting the league back, sister?
Not a damn thing.
I'm listening though. I'm listening.
Not a damn thing. What's the term, man, that's just being thrown out right now that's pretty popular? Grifter. She's if I ever seen one, if there was a walking definition,
okay,
that's what she represents. Because here's the thing. You're a below average looking, playing individual. You're not good, right? I fail to continue to realize why you're still in the league. You whatever you used to bring, I have not seen it. Your career average as of right now is 9 fucking points.
Mm-hmm.
If I got in the lab and started training my ass off, I could score 9 fucking points. But again, this is where we're at in society. If she's not, she's very Magna related. She's the first cousin. You know what I'm saying? Like, she right there. She has been seen with the guy you mentioned, the owner of Barstool, multiple times. You know what that represents. She was embedded in a, you know, it may not or may be true in a situation, a scandal of adultery with the former Phoenix owner. I probably have to go back and make sure. So please don't quote me, but I know that was a huge thing. You know what I'm saying? J-Rod, before she got to Indy, that face. Before she got,
made me look like an emoji.
She was,
brother. What?
She was slinging that thing. Again, correct. She was slinging that thing to keep her position, to keep her motion where it was at. And I will say this:
I didn't even know we about to get into that about sis. Yeah, I'm listening, bro.
It has worked.
Damn.
I can't blame a hustler for capitalizing on capitalism, right? I still don't fuck with you, but as in the business standpoint, it is what it is. Like, she has her own shoe.
Yeah.
There's about 15 other better players. I'm sorry. You know what? I'm too generous. There's about 20 better players that should have had their own shoe before Sophie fucking Cunningham, right?
Yeah.
But again, this is where we're at, Lo. This is the other side of the sword that we're at because of certain elements, a part of the W that have become so fucking political.
Yeah.
because of societal elements that we're dealing with outside of it has bled its way into where we're at because of whether it's magnet, whether it's racism, whatever it is, they have found their great white hope to now use two of them now to use their platform, their power, for lack of a better term, to stand behind and focus on players in a league that's still now, again, it's on this second chapter, that's still now developing and trying to understand its identity and try to manage these new eyes and failing horribly at it, I might add.
Okay.
She's been able to capitalize on all these things. And so I'm a big believer in karma, right? Like it's gonna swing the block. It's gonna swing the block and it's gonna knock the whole block off. Like it's gonna shoot your whole fucking face. It's gonna happen to her. It just has to. But right now she's been able to benefit from. She's been able to benefit because of the star power and what CC was going through. She saw an opportunity to be like, oh shit, I see what you're doing. Let me get on this. Let me hop on this moment. Because again, nobody cared about Sophie Cunningham. Like the book was kind of out there on her. She's gonna give you a couple good games where she looked good, 20 here, 15 here, But after a while, it gets to the Kalia Copper moment where she stood over a bitch ass, you know what I'm saying, in Chicago. Like that moment, that's a flashpoint. Yeah. Because it represented so much. You know what I'm saying? Like the only reason you're here is because of your proximity to institutionalized racism, to, you know what I'm saying, white mediocrity always find this way to get the highlight. That's the only reason you're here. Meanwhile, Kalia Copper, who's 1,000% better than you in every aspect, she had to fight tooth and nail to get to this point. Yeah, absolutely. She didn't have her own shoe.
Absolutely.
You see what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you've been able to benefit off someone in Caitlin Clark who is not willing or doesn't care too much to diffuse the energy around her. And you can't really tell me that she doesn't see that she's benefiting from it and probably likes it, but knows if I just keep doing enough on the court and I have the shield of my organization shooting me, I can keep running this as long as I want. And every so often she'll say a little things here and there so that it's not enough to where you can call her a full-blown racist, but silence is still racism, however you want to slice it.
Absolutely.
The lack of actions, the lack of taking control of the narrative, you're still inviting and you're still the ring general of your circus, you know what I'm saying? Because you see it and you understand what that represents, and you understand I just got to do enough so that I'm not fully close to it, but I can still be me.
Yeah.
But and then you want to go and say, you know what I'm saying? They're creating narratives, they're painting narratives that are false. Social media is not real. It's social media is real. It's never just social media, because if it was, it's just social media, Sophie Cunningham would still not have a platform. It's never just social media.
Right.
She said a certain thing about a demographic that makes up 10%, 10% of society that has never been an issue. I can't ever fathom where transgenders was an issue causing harm to young girls. I've never heard that before because it doesn't exist. It's not real. But again, she understands the Magna playbook. She understands her voice and who she's speaking to, and understand that because of who we have as a president and where we're living in, she's maximizing off that.
Yeah.
So until and again, I'm curious to see what's going to happen after this year. I don't even know if her contract is up, but I'm going to be very curious to see where Indiana's loyalties and care lie, because if you're gonna sign her again, that tells me everything I need to know. Because why are you rewarding mediocrity? Why are you awarding below average basketball? Why are you way below average IQ? Why are you awarding someone who considers herself an enforcer but always gets dogged?
Yeah.
would consistently look like a bag of oats when you know what I'm saying, when the pressure comes. Like, I've seen enough to know you're not really about that life. Kalia Copper told me everything. You're not about that life. You would get your ass whooped in any other situation. You're not an enforcer. You're just being able to be benefiting from your organization that's protecting you and racism that's shielding you from everything else. But again, eventually, what I do know about white people, what I do know about the game is, if you're not providing something of use, your star power isn't what it's saying juice, you will get expired and you will get exposed.
Yeah.
You will get your ass up out of there.
Let me tell you something about Kalia. Now, I don't know what Kalia experienced in her early years in high school. Kalia Cooper went to two of the most, she went to two powerhouse schools here in the area. One being Prep Charter, which is out in the county, and Prep Charter can be a bit. And I got some friends and I got family who have played. They've been, prominent basketball players for their high schools, for their communities. I have a brother-in-law who used to attend Abington Friends, a standout player for them. I have a close friend here from the town, from West Philly. You dig what I'm saying? He's an artist now. He make music. His name is Ronnie Wriggles. But Wriggles, it's a basketball term here in the city. Wiggles, it's like a thing. You know what I mean? Yeah. Pretty much like he, nigga about like 6'3". You know what I mean? Like he was that work. He went to Shipley. You know what I mean? The New York Knicks player on their team, Mikal Bridges, who the Sixers drafted, attended Prep Charter also.
Okay.
So we can, depending on going up to them county schools, you experience certain things. Kalia transferred out of there in high school. And usually if you at Prep Charter, you usually stay there. You dig what I'm saying? Because of what that institution does for its, matriculants, whatever they're doing. But she came back home, special circumstance, and went to Girard College, which is a, like special circumstance magnet school here in the city of Philadelphia. Used to be all boys, founded by a very terrible person. You dig what I'm saying? But a lot here was done in the city to make sure Black people could go to that school. Very, very terrible French racist, one of the most racist men ever, Stephen Girard. One of the most racist colonizers that we've ever had on this side of the country. But he started that institution. But a lot got done to make sure Black people could go there. So she ended her high school career there. You dig what I'm saying? But one thing she always talk about the town, and we see what Kalia looked like. You know what I mean? If we want to juxtapose that to somebody like Sophie, and that moment was, I'm glad you brought that up, bro. I'm so glad you brought that up. Another interesting thing about Sophie, too, is to me, she not really one of them ones, right? We was having certain conversations about Kelsey earlier coming from Washington. You dig what I'm saying? Like, certain schools going to stand out.
She came from Mizzou.
It was averaging like 13. and at her high school. Don't you know? And that's the thing, too. Like, a lot of times, like, white women, like, that's the thing. Like, I listen to my wife. I listen to a lot of shit. Like, it's this thing, right, called, if you've heard it, you know what I mean? Meek, I'm sure she's still watching. She's heard it. A girl's girl. You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
A lot of white women be so on white man's tops all the time. And here's where I am with this. There's not nothing wrong with this. Like, we had a movie. What's the movie with Keke Palmer? Keke Palmer was in the episode, right? Because we just showed the episode of the All-Star Weekend Ladies Hoops Collective Edition. Keke was on the red carpet and all of that.
Oh, that was an All-Star, yeah.
What wasn't Keke in a football movie when she played football?
Yes, she what?
I forget the name of it. Pardon me right now. I think Ice Cube was the coach. Pardon me.
Yes, she was. She was.
But here's where I am with this though. That's like okay, cool, and we kind of know what that's about. Like, don't you know she was the kicker on her high school football team, Sophie Cunningham? What do we think that's about? And like, you know how sometimes you be out, like you be seeing, like, and I do it because I be seeing all the time, like, I watch baseball a lot, I watch football a lot too. So like a lot of times the way that women interact with men around those two sports in particular, baseball and football, they just like white men is just the shit. And it's just like they just always want to take white men's side, and like I don't know. Sophie is I'm kind of tangentializing right now. Sophie is so like she embodies that, and when we saw her at UFC and the whole altercation with the point, even watching that on TV, it was some weird vibes in that for me. I'm like, why is she pointing at this woman like this? And you play on a Caitlin Clark team. I think Caitlin tired of the joint, to be honest with you. Because now you got Caitlin saying like, yo, like Caitlin ain't even trying to talk about this shit for real, dog. She like, yo, like,
here's what I am with that.
like the governing bodies, whatever the fuck she said. But I'm like, dog, like you got the block hot for Caitlin again now, because y'all on, and we all know who love Caitlin. So this is just such a funny, interesting thing that just like tumbled into itself in the league right now. You dig what I'm saying? The long shots. Thank you so much, Jamal.
Thank you so much, Jamal. That was
long shots. Yeah, absolutely.
And here's the thing.
Yeah.
When it comes back to Caitlin.
Yeah.
In a perfect realm, in a perfect world, yeah, all you could do is just hoop, right? Like, yeah, that'd be great. Just hooping.
Yeah.
Whatever. I wish I could just create every day and just live in the, you know what I'm saying, the bubble. That's not the world we live in.
Yeah.
And I don't want to fully buy in to her understanding that she's benefiting from racism, but I've seen actions to where it doesn't sit well with me as a black person, seeing you John and yapping and yelling in black women's faces as the referees and not getting called. And then I've seen lack thereof actions for you not calling out or barely saying anything to diffuse a lot of the fire that is coming towards black women and LGBTQ plus women in the W because of your actions. So it's like, I don't have much sympathy for you because I'm not trying to buy the whole, she's just 24, she just want to hoop, she, you know what I'm saying? It's not really her. Okay, that may be fine and dandy.
Yeah.
Cool. But your counterpart, Paige, before she even got to the league, she took the time, she did the research, she won an ESPY, and everybody remembers the speech she did about understanding the black woman plight and understanding her role and what she needed to do.
Dang, people ain't like that.
You know what I'm saying?
That should have got way more like, the buzz around that should have been larger.
But we know why it wasn't.
Right. And but that's why Paige the one. Paige is one of them ones, man.
People who are fans of CC look at Paige and be like, this is what we thought that you were gonna be. And it could have been, because again, when she's hot and when she's on, it is electric. She does put the ball in the hoop. She can pass the rock. I'm not gonna sit here and diminish her game. I'm a hoop junkie, so I won't do that.
Yeah.
But it's very telling how much the peers love Paige, and it don't seem like the same for Caitlin. And that All-Star weekend told me everything I need to know. I saw Paige everywhere.
I'm like, oh, okay. She peoples, okay.
Right.
No, right.
She on the block? I bet.
From Minnesota.
Minnesota.
Minnetonka High School. got her all the way to the East Coast to UConn though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
So yeah, man. But that was very important at the awards. Yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah, I just think that right now, and that's the thing too. The whole she just want to hoop. Like that's the answer to this. No, she don't. No, she don't just want to hoop. She want to hoop, do this and that into the third. Like she don't just want to hoop, bro. We seen her at UFC. She talking about the sisters. Like fuck, no, she don't. No, she don't just want to hoop. She want to do something else.
She wants to be what Paige is. You can see it. She wants those same opportunities. And don't get it twisted. She has been able to have State Farm commercials and Gatorade commercials, X, Y, Z. So she has been able to use her star power, but your star power comes with an asterisk and stressors that you don't want to deal with, or you act like it's non-existent, and you want the freedom and the stress-free life, and you want the people to love you, you want that admiration that Paige is getting, but you're not willing to stand up and take a stand. And that's all we've been ever asking. It's like at some point in time, if you're really going to believe in the sisterhood of the W, you have to see you're not privy. I don't want to hear that you're not. When people say that, niggas be lying. I'm not lying. Shut your bitch up. You are lying.
Yeah.
Don't lie to me.
Absolutely.
Don't lie. Everybody will lie, or in some proxy, you're gonna see it. Yeah. We're not asking you to be Mother Teresa, or you know what I'm saying, or Malcolm X. We're not asking none of that. We're asking you to say, hey, this is fucked up. I don't want this. I don't represent this. Please don't use my name to push your agenda. Yeah. That's it.
Yeah.
You choose not to do that. So it's like, yeah, Sophie might be making the block hot again. But why should I feel bad? Like, if anything, she should. Because again, like I said in a tweet a couple weeks ago, at a certain point in time, it can't just be us and independent journalists calling out the bullshit. At a certain point in time, you're going to have to say something. You're going to have to do something, because it's just going to keep getting worse and worse and worse for you, to the point where
pretty much
the potential of, I ain't gonna say violence, but the potential of something really, really bad can happen because you're not willing to speak up.
Yeah.
And then you have somebody else that's saying all the wrong fucked up things. And until she's out of the league, this is gonna continue to be a thing.
Yeah. Yeah, man. I think that and I'm glad, not for nothing. Sometimes when these things come up and they're not as savory, like the feelings of having, like, you know, this country go through what it's going through, January 6th, all of the things, and then you got this league that is personifying so much about what, or is this league and this league's people and its union members, and it's pushing back, their existence pushes back on so much of what's going on. We can even go back to rest in peace, well, good sister Brianna, forgetting the sister's last name right now.
Shit.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you. I stand corrected. When that situation happened and everything, right? And then you get, you know, again, like I'm just mentioned a few events. It's so much about this league that's pushing back against that, but then you get an individual within it that's kind of like with that shit. And so it's unsavory, but I'm glad I'm glad it happened, because like even like down to like how Meek feels right now in the chat, you know what I mean? Down to how what's my sister name? Jamel Hill, her speaking on the situation, and you know, Erica Ayala, all of these people, you know what I mean? Cheney, it's like we are here for particular reasons, and it's a term, you know what I mean, about like being set back years. And it's like, if anything, like the existence of Sophie Cunningham does that. When we look around the WNBA, when we look at their achievements, when we look at their careers, their resumes, something stands out to me about a lot of these women is that they're intercontinental champions, a lot of them. Not to use a wrestling term. A lot of them are intercontinental champions. Kalia Copper is an intercontinental champion. You know what I mean? She had her fair share of Eurobasket experience, and she's won the WNBA championship in 2021. A lot of, we mentioned Kelsey Plum, you know what I mean, had a stand with Galatasaray, right? In Turkey. Sophie ain't played one lick of Eurobasket yet. So it's like if you go like so you like that. Like you all American, you ain't played no Euro ball yet. Like what the fuck going on? Like you got it, you got it like that. You know what I mean? So it's like she's not even really in the sorority like that. You know what I mean? Like, so I don't know, bro. It's you went to Mizzou. You dig what I'm saying? I don't know, bro. But I'm glad we're getting the responses that we're getting. And at where the state of the league is right now. You dig what I'm saying?
And I think what bothers me the most about all of it is we have so much to celebrate. Like new CBA, the 30th year, the rookies playing like vets, Olivia Miles, Sydney Taylor, the second year players.
That's the best part about the league, bro.
Oh my God.
Like Angel came in just snatching every rebound. I'm like, okay.
Double walking machine.
And
on top of that, her efficiency in this year 3 is astronomically better, right?
Yeah.
Because she's in an organization in a place where A, she doesn't have to be the main option, and C, they're all invested on her. She had a whole fucking Barbie night. And as a Black woman, she has said this on countless times, she feels safe, she feels loved, she feels valued. When you have those elements, you get the best version of a basketball player. We have so much shit. Asia Wilson playing out of her fucking brain core. Like, I'm like, wait, you're even better? How was that? What the fuck? How was that possible? She's hitting 45% from 3 low. I'm gonna say that one more time.
She about to break Bam record. Bro, she is unstoppable. She is ridiculous. It's not funny no more. It's not even funny.
It's art. It's watching a master the elements of what they do. It's just beautiful basketball. And I have never, again, we've seen when players reach their prime and how they're able to just, like, everything clicks and everything slows down and you're transcending the moment. Yeah. But this is special because she's not even 30.
Not even 30 yet.
4 MVPs. 3 rings. It's just so magical to and I don't take for granted. And that's the thing about it too. It's like I don't take Asia Wilson for granted. I don't take when players reach their prime. And even more so because I'm on the side of it where I'm able to really appreciate it because I've been watching. I've been seeing it. I've been watching you develop this up to this point. And so it's a deeper appreciation because now you're paying it off for, like, we say in wrestling, pay us off. Like we've been invested this long time, pay us off. She's paying us off. So, and so much shit that we should be celebrating. We have, but it feels like it's been a one step forward, 80 steps back. Because of everything else that should not even be here. Because again, when this league was started, when this league was developed, one of the biggest things it wanted to make sure of was inclusivity and safety for women athletes of all flavors, of all styles, no matter what you represented. You have a league that's here for you. This league doesn't look the same. It doesn't feel the same. It feels very icky, very muddy, very political. Capitalism has reared its ugly head again. And I just hope hope and pray, man, like this is the last year of it, but until again, powers that be, and it starts at the top, Lo. It starts at the top. It starts at the CEO. It starts with David Stern. It starts with Kathy. It starts at the top because you're not doing enough.
Yeah.
You're not doing enough. You're again, like I said, Mark Shapiro, TKO, we are seeing what happens. It's the same thing.
Yeah.
It's lock and key. And it's sickening how much it's lock and key.
Very.
It sucks because I'm like, fuck, man. For me, it's like sometimes the W is my escape.
Yeah. I know, brother.
And I'm very thankful we have other shit. Extremely thankful. So it's not always bad, but when it's like when people be like, you know what I'm saying, why don't you just stop watching WWE? It's not that simple. So you're telling me
it's not. It's not. It's a great point.
It's not that simple.
Can't do that.
I can't just be like, nah, I'm good completely. You're telling me to shut off a whole part of my brain, a whole part of my understanding, a whole part of my childhood because of certain. No, I can't do that.
Yeah.
But now it's like when I want to get away from it, it's sometimes hard because it's like I'm seeing it again in a league that wasn't supposed to be that.
Yeah.
So it's been exhausting. I won't lie. It's been very challenging. Again, some days I feel very burnt out because it's like I have to say something about it. And again, yesterday was kind of like a therapy release because it was like, even though I was taking a mental break, this mental break also needed me to get out what I've been feeling this past couple months.
Yeah, man.
And it just was like when I first decided to do this, I didn't have to worry about those things. Like I'm not saying we were shielded from everything, but we didn't have to worry about these things. I was excited to talk about a place where inclusivity and safety and love for all types of people was so inviting. That made me want to come because it's like, damn, all right, if I just come correct and make sure my actions are not toxic and make sure that I do my research and make sure that I'm understanding what these women are doing and how much they're putting and how much of their life is being represented every time they come out here, then I can make a way for myself. Same the same though. And at certain point in time, you're gonna have to ask yourself, what do you really want to be about? Do you want to really be about growth? Do you want to see this game grow beyond your expectations? Do you want to be about setting the standard as a league that gets it right? Do you want to have another 30 in the best way shot? Because the way you're moving right now, it does not tell me that you want sustainable growth. It's telling me that you're willing to just do whatever it takes for that dollar. Like you just like and busting it open for, you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely, yeah.
Like you're midnight ballerinas, but I got a little more respect for them.
Exactly.
So
exactly.
Yeah.
Man, I really just appreciate you so much, especially for the other day too. You know what I mean? And that's the thing too. The way you craft the episodes, like your hand shows the care that the W is your escape. And that this game, the way the game is played in this league with these women, is what you look forward to. And that's what I appreciate the most about what you do with the Ladies Hoops Collective. You dig what I'm saying? And we're gonna get to some all-star stuff to wrap up. You know what I mean? I just wanted to provide some B-roll. We can go back to that. Everybody knows, for me, everybody that knows and loves me knows that I have a huge passion. And y'all see certain stuff around here sometimes. I know I'm from Philadelphia, but y'all sometimes see these scarves up top behind me and stuff like that. Y'all see this jacket I'm wearing. Chelsea Football Club is the first love of my association football life. First start watching the game, as it were. I had very small experience. I was like a 5-year-old soccer player down Southwest Philly, Elmwood. Like the very first sport I played. Because football is a kid sport here in America. You dig what I'm saying? Like that's but that was like my only little, but like fell in love with this club, fell in love with its players, its culture, all of that stuff. When I discovered what Chelsea women were doing on the other end, so everybody talk about the Manchester Uniteds, the Arsenals, the Liverpools, and that's all well and fine. Have a ball. I love it. You know what I mean? I'm just a Yankee from the States that enjoyed this African man named Didier Drogba play soccer with some other guys around him that was Brazilian, Ramirez and David Luiz. And I'm like, who these black guys playing for Chelsea? Because Spike talked about when he first saw Arsenal. Spike Lee, the director, talks about, he first saw Arsenal in the 90s, everybody was black. But you know what I mean? That's when the Premier League first came out. It's always been English soccer. It's been the Football Association, but they made like an NBA where it's like now it's like it's other divisions that's behind that. But y'all have a ball all day long. I just happen to love my Chelsea guys, you know what I mean? But when I figured out what them women was doing, they are basically the Liverpool of the women Premier League. They got the most Premier League titles. Chelsea women put out the most players out to the world, the graduates, and would you believe right now?
Is the Premier League like is the Premier League titles, and I don't mean to cut you off, I just wanted to ask you, is the Premier League title like right under like World Cup titles? Is like that's how people view it?
So this is how it works. To a lot of people, the biggest stage, to a lot of casuals, the biggest stage in world football is the World Cup because it's players representing their nations, where they're actually from.
Right.
On the association is just another name for team or club.
Got you.
But on the association level, like we're talking about the WNBA, right? Like, and some of those European teams over there, those are all associations. You know what I mean? Like the Atlanta Dream is an association.
Okay.
Like, you know what I mean? So with Chelsea being an association that's in England, you could be a player that's like from Africa that plays for Chelsea, right? But then you could go back and play for Cameroon because that's your home country. And a player that used to play for Chelsea did that. In fact, his name was Samuel Eto'o. Played for Chelsea for a little bit. He was a Cameroonian guy. But he spent most of his career in Barcelona. Okay. But when I figured out what the Chelsea women was doing on that end, it blew my mind. Some of those players over there. And it just blew my mind. Sandy Baltimore, Fran Kirby, Eni Anukalo, Sam Kerr, like Ramona Bachman, just like really like just dogs. You dig what I'm saying? And when we look at the success of the United States women's soccer team, they ended up hiring. This was after their second World Cup before they won the third one. Emma Hayes, who was the former coach for Chelsea that ushered in a lot of that success. The United States women, she's the current coach for United States women's soccer. Got it. And got them the third World Cup. You know what I mean? So, and that's the thing too. Now you could be a person, an individual that's from another nation that coaches that national team. So right now, the national team coach for the United States is Mauricio Pochettino, who used to coach Chelsea for a little bit. He used to coach some other teams, but he coaches the USA men now. And they just gave him an extension after the World Cup. Okay. But yeah, like World Cup titles, most important to most people, but your Premier League titles, but also you can win a continental title too. You could be the best association or the best club on your entire continent. Okay. Yeah. You know what I mean? So just like how but you could also, countries can play for their continent too. So it worked both ways. They just title the tournaments a little bit differently. Got it. You know what I mean? So it's a such thing called like the African Cup of Nations, where like all the countries in Africa play for this one trophy. Okay. You dig what I'm saying? So like that exists as well. But then like in South America, it's called like the Copa America. Copa, yeah. Okay. You know what I mean? So, little differences, man. But real quick, man, before we get up out of here, man, I just want to thank you. And we're not about to get up out of here right now. I want to get into some art stuff, but I just want to thank you so much, man, for starting this platform, this weekly magazine that we get from you. I look forward to it every week. You dig what I'm saying? For me, it is the Ladies Hoops Collective is my WNBA show. You know what I mean? And so that's just what we're doing. You dig what I'm saying? What's up, Crush in the chat tonight? Good, brother. Up, baby? You already know. He's switched up the Abby a little bit. I love the pick. I love the profile pick. Man. You know what I mean? Why we talk this hoops, man. But because it just does, you focus on the human spirit, you focus on mental health, and somewhat not using, right, but kind of like the NBA, like the WNBA, excuse me, that being like your beacon to like talk about a lot of stuff and to know that like not only are we from a marginalized community, but like most of the women in this league, you know what I mean? Like we sitting up here talking, and you've put your own mother on this camera. You know what I mean? Like we all come from Black women. You dig what I'm saying? So it's like something got to give at some point, and so you're doing a lot of that giving.
Something has to give at some point because, like you just said, the majority of women who are marginalized are doing the most giving. And it's like what you're hustling backwards at this point. Like you're not really making smart decisions.
Yeah.
And that's why I fuck with you, Crush. That's why I fuck with you. You're not making smart decisions. You're not making business decisions. Like you're trying to appease to a dollar that's not going to last. You're trying to appease to a demographic and a political party that's not going to last. You want us to be excited about these expansions, and you want us to be excited about the growth and where it's going. And I am, don't get it twisted, but why would you expect me and other like-minded people like me to continue to support a league that its ideas do not align with me at all?
Right.
There's no way I could, as my morals, as a person who holds his character to a high standard, as much as I love talking about this shit, that I'm not gonna stay if this is going to be the nature. And the good thing about women's hoops is I got Unrivaled and I got college basketball. I can keep this shit going no matter what.
Every day.
You know what I'm saying? Like no matter what. I can keep this shit going no matter what.
Right.
But
and Unrivaled season is so ill.
Exactly. I love Unrivaled.
And you know this ain't the last one, right? We doing.
Yes.
I'm sorry. I was gonna fancy it up in the announcement. Bro, we doing post shows for the finals.
Yes.
We gonna talk.
Yes.
I'm listening. My bad. Go ahead, bro.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't want to go though. I don't want to do that. I want to continuously be a part of this growth, be a part in this thing. And I know, again, not everything's gonna be sunshine and roses. Again, we deal with this in wrestling, right? So we know that if you check out because of morals, you're not gonna last long in this joint. However, WWE ain't the only shit, and that's the thing. We can go somewhere else. It's like, all right, you know what? I ain't gotta talk about this week. I got AEW, I got the Indies. I'm eating. You know what I'm saying? I'm good.
Joy, just like you say, pure joy.
Pure fucking joy. I have pure joy. Otherwise, I'm okay.
Yeah.
I will find pure joy somewhere else, but I don't want to. And again, you don't want to do that. I'm telling you right now, we've seen what happens when you decide to alienate your core fan base. And again, I'm telling you right now, it's only a matter of time to when you're going to start seeing the AEW numbers, top WWE. It's only a matter of time. It's because, again, it's not even, okay, better wrestlers. No, you care. That's it. You care. I still believe the W cares, but what are you caring about? Because as of right now, it doesn't feel like you truly care about the people that were here through day one that got you to this point. Something gonna have to give. And I'm gonna say this last thing about it. I personally do wish that the WN, help me out, the union of the WNBA.
Yeah, the WNBA PA. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I do wish from them and other star players that there were more people out front speaking out about these things. but I also understand what that looks like and what that could be, and the potential firestorm that comes from that if they go that route. Not to excuse it, because this is what unions are for. This is what unions are for when shit gets tough, or when the people need that microphone and that to amplify what's going on. They need a leader to say like, hey, this is what your workers are going through. This needs to change, or we're moved. I understand that that's not easy, and I understand based off what we just had with this new CBA how things could get tricky with that. But again, this is what you're here for. You're here to be the voice for the voiceless. You're here to be our mouthpiece and speak up about systemic issues that are plaguing us. And I hope and pray there's been internal conversations about these things that once the league starts to wrap up, because again, last year, Nafisa Collar dropped Meet the Grams. You know what I'm saying? And that was another flashpoint, a seismic shift. If she doesn't, I truly believe in the heart of hearts, if she doesn't do that, we might still be in a lockout. If she doesn't use her time to speak the fuck up and drop that Funk's Flex bomb, Sports Cappy edges off her fucking head.
I remember that morning. Yeah, brother. That's I was like, okay, let's do it.
You know what I'm saying?
She dropped Meet the Grant. Yeah.
So I would like to believe that that's what they're waiting on, and I hope and pray that is the case, because again, this is what we, I'm not gonna say pay for, but this is the other thing that we hold our hope onto, is when shit starts to go left and it feels like it's beyond us, the union being what a union represents. And you know all about unions. This is why we're here. This is what you're getting paid to do. This is what we're believing in you. Shit gets tough. You got to get tough with it. There's only so much we can do. But I understand how right now, given the league, and the league is still going, things like that, that it's like, okay, let's get through this year, let's get through this league, and then when we have the time and element place, let's really, like the off season, let's really double down on it. And I hope and pray that's the case, because I'm on Threads, and Threads is like WNBA World Wide Web. You know what I'm saying? It's a hub, because again, Twitter just so fucking, it's a cesspool of shit. So I get it. And so I've seen LGBTQ plus women saying like, hey, there should be more voices speaking up. There should be more people with a higher platforms, higher stature speaking up, and they're not feeling that. And I again, I get it. I get both sides. I'm not gonna say, well, you damn right speak up. I'm like, nah, I'm a human. I know how this shit I know the political game. I know how it works. That takes a toll. That's a lot when you saying, you know what, we're gonna speak on certain issues and we're gonna be 10 toes down. Oh yeah, I still gotta be a basketball player. That's a lot. That's a lot. So I'm trying to really be sympathetic and understanding. But like you said, someone have to give, because the way this is moving, if this continues, this doesn't end well for nobody involved. And who's gonna hurt the most is us, the fans.
And that's gonna hurt their pockets. So you need us.
You need us. and again, maybe that's the route, because as you know, when you dismantle capitalism, you hurt their white pockets. That's how I always known it to be. Change doesn't happen. If change doesn't happen. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I'm not losing no chain, I ain't losing no money, I'm good. You think TKO about to change their model? Fuck no. Why? Because niggas gonna keep tuning in. Niggas gonna keep tuning in. Niggas keep buying the merch. Niggas keep buying the tickets. So why would I change my behavior if I don't have to worry about getting reprimanded for it? I understand. But once that dollar start to switch, and once those views start to leave, watch how fast shit changes.
Exactly.
The next day.
Y'all saw the episode of Different World when Whitley had that fever dream, and she was in a dream singing, "I can change, you can change, change can change. Can I have some change?" Watch how fast. Watch that fucking yeah, bro. So yeah, man. Yeah, this is everything, man. Shout out to everybody still rocking out, man. And this is why Julio loves you too, Kyle. Yeah. Crush got that.
I gotta talk to him, bro. I gotta figure out the origin story. Like, yo, you are a New Yorker through and through, boy. How did this happen?
He could tell you better than
I gotta talk to him.
I'm gonna let him tell you.
Because I need him I need that storytelling. I need that energy. I need it from Jules.
Yeah, man. Jamar, brother, appreciate you, man.
Jamar,
hope you're still with
you, man.
Says I look forward to every week to the art that y'all fellas put out. I'm one of y'all, but I don't have a community really getting in depth with, so I enjoy everything y'all do, and I really feel like a part of it. Jamar, you have been an integral part of our community since we've been trying to step things up on the Discord. You know what I mean? Gassing me up. You know what I mean? Listen, bro, you basically a mod at this point. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, they still asking about Jules. He said, how? J-Rod. Appreciate you, Jamar, man. You already know, brother, man. We locked in, bro. You already know, man. This you know. Because Jamar was in the city, I think, not too long ago. I missed him, but we gonna get up.
We gotta touch bases, Jamar.
Yeah, man.
Jamar and Gerard. We gotta touch bases. They loyal to the soil, and I couldn't ask for better support from those two brothers.
Yeah, this community, man, this is it for us, y'all. So we appreciate y'all, man. 2 out of the 6 BGW pod. You already know it's for life. Hopefully y'all like, share, and subscribe, y'all. Real quick before we get out of here, man. Chaz, man. Listen, man, we had an all-star game that was coached by two probably the most competitive players the league has ever seen. You dig what I'm saying? Team Spoon, Team Coop. Tell me what you thought about these rosters, man, these picks. I watched the picks live. I saw the condensed game after I got off work, man. I enjoyed this a little bit more than some recent NBA. Not to really do the juxtaposition like that, you know what I mean? But AZ won the 3-point contest. You dig what I'm saying? Shakir Austin won Shooting Stars, man. Shout out to your Mystics, my brother. Let's talk, man. Tell me about the All-Star Week that was in Chicago, by the way, for this year, 2026. Team Coop, Team Spoon. Tell me what you thought about these rosters, man. How was you feeling? How was you feeling on the 20?
I definitely Spoon was choosing violence, and I respect it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I respect it.
Yeah.
Again, like what we really didn't get it last year, and now that I'm kind of looking at it through the lens, I'm like, I think we didn't get it last year because it was intentional. Because it was like the whole message was pay the players. Yeah. So we didn't get the most. You know what I'm saying? So it was like we just here to I'm here so I don't get fined. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna collect this paycheck, but the ultimate voice was like, pay us if you want us to play meaningful basketball at these type of exhibitions. Because again, as you know, all-star games, Pro Bowls, they're exhibitions. They're the Super Bowl. Outside of the Super Bowl, the Super Bowl of ad dollars, the Super Bowl of the pony show. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what it really is. So this year, with them having again the CBA behind them, and I think also me too with just everything that has been going on outside of basketball, it was like, even though again most competitive all-star games, they start out like, we're gonna let the 3-ball rip, we're gonna let some freedom go, and we're gonna keep it marked, we'll keep it close, we're gonna still let it play. And then once the fourth corner go, all right, fuck you, let's go. You know what I'm saying? Like right. This, somebody gotta die. I'm trying to get a dub. And that's what we got from this all-star. And it was magical once we got to the fourth quarter. I was like, okay, this is you talking my language, you talking that cash shit. This is what I love to see. This is what you always want to see. The best go at it and to see who's the better woman, better man, whatever the case may be. So that's what I enjoyed about it. But more so, again, All-Star Weekend in itself just felt like a much-needed break and a much-needed release for so many players. And again, man, I loved everything about the Stud Bus because I got everything. But the most important thing, we got Messi.
Right.
We got Messi,
right?
And it was like tap that shit in my vein because that shit fuels me.
Yeah, man. We see
and
JJ.
you know, in the playful manner. But Stud Bud was amazing. Even that Scud missile DJ Nate dropped. That it was a release. I'm gonna say that it was a release of everything that the players needed it to be. And I fully enjoyed when I had a chance to watch the stream. I fully enjoyed seeing women blaze the orange carpet with their styles and their brands. And then like seeing like even players that weren't even all-stars, seeing players that but like were there in the city or had friends that were playing also that wanted to be connected. They were able, and that's again the double-edged sword because so many new eyes are on the game, so many opportunities for brand growth, for dollars being made, for expansion of a person's resume. Like it was, I was seeing so many young women really take the opportunity to do mini blogs, mini vlogs, go to parties and network and things like that. So and again, Chicago is a huge epicenter. I mean, especially in this area, huge epicenter for networking and young professionals and things of that nature. So it was good to see that. It was, and I got everything I needed from this All-Star Week. I got the competitiveness. I got to see players, dress their best. I got to see players live their best life. And it was, unfortunately though, it was a lot of motherfuckers, especially watching the Stud Bus streams, and like when it came to AZ and why are you hanging out this late? And I'm saying you got things to do. First of all, shut the fuck up, because
people was commenting that
it was on Threads again. It was on Threads. Threads, which once was a safe space for sure, has now kind of it's almost like a baby Twitter, man. But that's another conversation of the day. But you're trying to check and police a 24-year-old who has had nothing but national spotlights on her since she got into the league. Has had to weather some early season pressure because she wasn't a starter. Trying to manage playing with her girlfriend. Trying to manage having not be a thing when y'all try to make it a thing and make it weird. You know what I'm saying? Having to manage expectations, and then finally she started coming to her own, and now she's able to, again, she's making adult money. She's playing on the same team as her girlfriend. They're winning, but the winning has come at a cost because they had to like start at a slow pace. She deserved to have that moment. She deserved to stay out late as much as she wanted to. And then for all that shit y'all was talking, she still won the 3-point contest by a landslide. Like it damn near felt like it wasn't even close. You know what I'm saying?
She
like
do this. She's she's a you know how you got a classic, like a classically trained violinist, bro. I went to Connecticut. I got picked #1 overall.
I went to Connecticut.
I'm over here. Like, y'all be drunk. Like, I play basketball. Me. Y'all not man, yeah, brother. I'm with you.
Exactly. And then the other thing was like, I can tell, y'all childhood must have sucked. Cause you've never lived, you've never had you've never been in safe spaces where you could just do what you want. You've never done college, you've never done military. Like, you just been kind of sheltered for X amount of time, or you just never had these experiences. So this shit looks so fucking foreign to you, and you losing your mind over a fucking exhibitions that don't really fucking matter in the grand scheme of things.
And for this week, it's like, let us have this one.
Let us have this. Like,
we got everything. And they hooped. Look at what they was doing. Look at what I mean, like you said, the 3-point contest for one. Awesome performance. But look at like this weekend was symbolic for a lot of things. And when we seen the joy that the women were having being out in the city, you know what I mean? Granted, Angel was back in the city of her previous team, but bro, like, let them have this one this week. You was hearing it in the commentary. How just like, yo, this just feels so good. This feels so different.
It was a release. It was freedom. It was like for 3 days, we didn't got to worry about this outside noise. We ain't got to worry about trying to defend ourselves. We just here to have fun. We here to hoop. You know what I'm saying? Whatever comes from it comes from it. And that's what I took the most pride in. It was like, y'all happy. I didn't hear nothing. I ain't hear nothing crazy. Again, I just outside of the DJ Nate, it wasn't nothing crazy. And here's the other thing too. Y'all are now becoming annoying super fans. Like, y'all want every little piece of information. Y'all want every little thing. Y'all want to know who fucking who dating who,
right?
Doing this, who doing what. You don't have access to that. You don't have clearance to that. Why? Again, because you think this is your world and I've been here for X amount of years. This is my no. These still are human beings at the end of the day. They deserve their privacy. If they want to share, they share, but deserve to have the life that we have. It's just the fact that they're well known. So to close it, man, it made me feel good to see them happy, to see them like carefree. So for 3 days, it was like, you know what I'm saying? I could just be, and I could just do things. I could chill with my girls, and I can hang with the family, and I ain't got to worry about X, Y, and Z. And I honestly think a lot of them are ready for the season to be over. They're ready to just call it because of what's so, and that's always and that's very unfortunate, man, because the basketball has just been phenomenal. The numbers have just been phenomenal. Outside of everything, this really has been a great fucking season, bro. And I'm excited to see the playoffs. I'm excited to see if the Aces can fucking do it again. I'm excited. I already know Ace is gonna get the so even more so, I'm excited to have that conversation. Cause now I'm like, you're moving past WNBA. You're moving in sports totality. You're moving in the echelon that not too many people have reached. That's where you're moving to. And now we have to start having that conversation of, where does A'ja Wilson fall as one of the greatest athletes of all time? Even we can say greatest basketball players too, men, but that's where she's moving to. And the fucking terrifying thing about everything I'm telling you is she's not done.
That's the scary part of all of this, brother.
What?
It's the scary part of all of it. I mean, certain names come to mind of other people. I don't even want to bring them up. You know who I'm thinking about. I don't even want to bring him up right now.
Yes.
But we, you know what I mean? We're not even really talking about that league tonight, so it's all good. However, and like you said earlier, she's not even 30 yet.
She's not even 30.
I don't think Ball. Ball wasn't doing none of that. Because how many MVPs he got? He got
5?
Yeah, okay.
Hold on.
4.
4, okay.
All right. But it's she is the most dominant basketball player in their prime I think I've ever seen in my life.
That part.
Like, period.
That part.
Just like when we talking about Mercedes.
There you go. Exactly. That's where she's in that once she's already there for me. It's the 5th one.
Yeah.
Move past the greats of all time, though, because that's solidified. That's not going anywhere.
Yeah.
Where does she fall in the upper echelons of basketball players and athletes? Because it's only going to get better. And again, knock on wood, man. I pray she's able to stay healthy. I pray she never gets something crazy. I pray she's able to still keep her, because, and again, what she's been able to benefit from mostly is having an amazing team around. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, that's the thing I don't want people
That's that part. Yeah.
Her greatness has been able to be sustained because she hasn't had to carry a whole team by herself.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? She hasn't had to always be numero uno. No, she has 2 other Hall of Fame players on the wing that can carry her. You know what I'm saying? And a Hall of Fame coach that understands her game and understands the scheme. And they always find the right pieces around them to carry them. It like they knock it out the park all the time. Like I have to give the flowers, dude. The Aces have figured that shit out, and that's why I've never until I see something different. Until I'm seeing something. Until it's like I just can't never not choose them because when I didn't, they told me to shut the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? And they won. Yeah. So yeah, again, I'm going to choose to always celebrate the positives, and I'm going to choose to make sure I use what I can to highlight what's going on, and highlight the good. But I also understand that I'm tired. I'm exhausted. I'm over it. I'm ready to get to the off season. I'm ready to get to Unrivaled. I'm clamoring for Unrivaled. I'm fiending for Unrivaled. And even more so, I always am gonna pop for women's college basketball because that's where you start to see it. That's where you start to see stars develop and come into the league. I'm excited to see where Sarah Strong takes her game this year. I'm beyond ready to move on. But
I hear you.
To say all that, to say this, man, despite everything, this has been, I will say, from the basketball, from the points, from the opportunities, from the star power, this is a top 5 season. I can't be critical enough to not say that. I just hope and pray that the majority of the bullshit dies down going into the playoffs, and we're able to get some really exciting hoops because despite 1 and 2, which is Aces and Lynx, it's parity across the board, and this is why I love the WNBA playoffs. I am a firm believer, Lo, is that I don't know where my misses are going to end up, but if they're in the 6, 7, 8, you don't want to see my misses in the first round because we getting your ass up out of there if you take it. We're not your little niggas. You know what I'm saying? Like
not no more. Sonya.
Little niggas, man. Like
Sonya.
Old people are the last to know when things are said. So
yeah,
again,
man.
You do not want to see. That's the last thing you want to see in that first round.
Yeah,
man. Walk around and takes for granted. You're getting bounced up out of there. So I'm excited. I'm excited for the playoffs. I can't wait. I cannot fucking wait. I think it's gonna be amazing. So yeah, but yeah, we'll listen in and see what happens. Again, I wouldn't be so shocked if the Aces don't make it. Just because, but I would because it's like they're just that damn good. Jackie Young, exactly. Jackie Young.
Go to the beginning of the show, Jamar. Yeah.
That damn good.
Jackie Young, that's Notre Dame too.
That's Notre Dame.
Sonya Central. I was talking about Sonya. Sonya Central. Notre Dame.
Sonya Blade.
Yeah. Sonya Blade. I was talking about Marina earlier. Marina, she from Jersey though. That's Notre Dame. Yeah, man. Listen, man. I'm gonna say one more thing about Asia. It's a thing I think about another guy. We're gonna, real quick. Y'all see I got Teddy Ball game right here. That's Ted Williams. By the way, Ted Williams is the guy that's in the Major League Baseball logo, and the NBA is Jerry West. Yeah, Ted Williams from the Boston Red Sox. Real quick, it's a black man It's a black man that's in Major League Baseball right now. He plays for a team that is a great team. It's the greatest team right now. They just added a new pitcher. They're going to win the World Series again. It is the Los Angeles Dodgers. The bane of my existence, but it's baseball excellence. I can't hate on them. You dig what I'm saying? Their manager is a black man that used to play for the Boston Red Sox. But on this team is a black man named Mookie Lamar Betts. It's his given name. Major League Baseball right now has an average of about 5% of its players are black. However, the player right now with the most amount of World Series championships is Mookie Lamar Betts. And if you're following my diction here, don't pause me. If you're following my diction here, you can hear that his initials are MLB. He has 4 World Series rings. He's one of the only black men in the league, and he's probably on his way to his 5th. The reason why this woman on the screen is the GOAT, it's a sort of a joke. It's whatever it is. I'm not going to make no crazy, huge point right now. But the basketball that she plays with every night, her last name is on it.
Damn, I didn't think about that.
Look at the basketball that KELSEY is holding in the picture. But we all know what the thumbnail is by now. That's KELSEY Plum in her United States jersey. Okay, I just wanted to put her in a neutral jersey for the conversation we was having tonight. Even though she's with the Phoenix Mercury, they're about to go on the run. So Wilson basketball. Wilson is the official brand that they use in the WNBA. If I'm not mistaken, in the NBA, do they use Spalding?
No, they use Wilson.
They use Wilson as well?
Yeah.
Okay. Just checking. But this woman right here plays basketball for a reason. So like that thing with Mookie's initials being MLB and da-da-da-da-da.
It was destined.
Two goats, man. Two goats.
It was destined. Shout out to Mookie Betts, man. One of my favorites. He's a good human being too.
Absolutely. Real good dude. You know, got the children's book. Oh yeah, man. Mookie is that work, man. I love that guy, man. I'm so jealous that for every team that he's ever played for. You know, he got his first ring with the Red Sox. You know what I mean? So in that second one, that was the COVID chip. And then, you know, they went back to back. So that make 4. Yeah, Dave Roberts. Yeah, Dave Roberts was on that 04 Boston team too when they won the World Series for the first time in 6 years. But yeah, man.
Is that when they had Manny and Poppy?
You already know.
Okay.
You already know. Yeah, man. And it's a documentary. It's like they got like 3 documentaries on them.
They do.
You know what I mean? Chaz, man, what we think, man? What we think?
Yeah, it's still aces in 4, 5, 6, bro. I can't fathom it not being them winning the championship.
Yeah. Same with how I'm talking about the Dodgers. Yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you. Yeah. We're gonna see, man. But like I said, this is not the last lead for the ladies. You know what I mean? This is not the last lead for the ladies. We're gonna run. You know what I mean? A little bit, probably. We're going to talk, Chaz. We're going to talk, but I definitely want to do some around the finals, talk some Commissioner's Cup, you know what I mean? But this was very, very necessary, bro, and I'm glad we had a chance to finally do it tonight, man. And subsequently, we're going to get some other ones scratched off too, man.
This was a big hug, man. This was a big hug. It was long overdue.
No doubt. Yeah, man. No doubt, bro.
I was clamoring. Again, the team been clamoring for me to put the face out there, you know what I'm saying? So yesterday was kind of like the test, and then also the confirmation, and today is the cherry on top. I love y'all so much because y'all see things sometimes in me that I don't always see.
I understand that, and that's what I'm saying.
Like, can I do this? Sure. Can I talk that talk with? Yeah, but again, where I'm the most best at for me is behind the scenes, doing my thing, being part of the machine. But I understand with my character, my personality, how I talk, how I move. It's more beneficial when I'm out in front. So things like this help with my confidence to keep me out there and not try and not wanting to hide or shield myself. And I think subconsciously that was part of it too. It was like if I can shield me away from a lot of things being behind the scenes at X, Y, and Z, or when I'm in a group like the BGW, I'm shielded. But I can't hide anymore because the universe has gotten loud enough to saying like that new days are over. Like I prayed and you asked for your cup to be running over. You prayed and you asked for to finally be in a creative pocket that sees you being the best version of yourself. Well, how is that possible if people can't see you?
Right.
So
absolutely, yeah, man.
Who the fuck I am, goddamn it.
And like, you know, when we get that stream of consciousness every week on the pod, when we get them shout outs, man, like you just give us all so much life. Like I said, when you first came to the pod, I'm like, all right, like this. I like this brother, you know what I mean? Breath of fresh air for the pod, you know what I mean? Because I know where the pod had been, the peaks and valleys, and, you know, me just being a forever listener. And look at us. We up here, 2 members.
Yeah, look at us. Not me.
Yeah, I mean, we convened last year, man. And, you know, first got a touchdown in VA. Then we reconvened again for the retreat that we had in Charlotte. Watching that Mania.
That was so good, man.
Yeah, man. So
we gotta do another one, Lo. We gotta make another one happen, bro.
Yeah, man. We gonna talk, man. But I hope you satisfied with the night, brother.
Yes.
This is well overdue. Not the first,
man.
not the last one at all. You dig what I'm saying? Appreciate you, J-Rod. Always.
J-Rod, always hanging through, man.
You know I mean, our ace. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Thank you, brother. Crush.
Well, you know, I'm Philadelphia 76ers crush. Trust the process, baby.
I'm a Mystics fan, crush. I don't have a NBA team because, again, I gotta have peace. I gotta have peace. I need my peace, right? Like I gotta have it somewhere. You know, I got the Eagles. That's always a journey.
Yeah. You birds with us. Yeah.
So I'm keeping it right there for now, brother.
Yeah, man. Chat, appreciate y'all, man. You already know, man. Listen, listen, like I said, like Roman said, man, all that part-time stuff, we're gonna get rid of that. Next couple of days, I think I want to watch the Jason Hotch and Mustafa Ali match with y'all. We might find a way to get that done, maybe this weekend. But I might, tap into some more friends, man. I got some friends. Y'all know, you've been on this platform before. But just to keep everything afoot, I'm gonna definitely hit them up to see if they want to talk about their experience from SummerSlam. Yeah, man, we gonna see what's going on this week, man. Locker Room League Live, definitely trying to get as much streaming time now and as possible. You dig what I'm saying? And
yes, sir.
Yeah, man. It's just a good night, man. Good night for the home team, man. Another good night for the home team. Chaz, brother, you got anything else? Bro?
Listen, from the bottom of my heart, everybody that's rocking here, everybody, Jay, Crush, Bar, Meek, thank you. Can't say that enough. Like, thank you. Thank you for seeing me, valuing me, supporting the product, showing up. I'm a big person on feelings and remember how you made me feel and doing things for me, because I'm somebody that prides itself on looking out for others and doing the most for others. So when it's return and service, either small or big, I don't forget that. So wherever I go, y'all gonna come with me in whatever shape or form. That's just how it works. That's my contract. You know what I mean? Yeah. That's how I do business. You give it to me, I'm gonna give it right back. So thank y'all. Ladies Hoops Collective is my baby. It's my pride and joy. As it grows, I grow. And like you said, I try to make sure I do it with a labor of love, a labor of understanding, a labor of brevity, but also not running away from what's going on. I mean, change doesn't happen if nothing changes. And so that's why I ultimately created Ladies Hoops Collective, to be a part of the growth, to be a part of the change, and to be a part of the love, which is the WNBA. So from the bottom of my heart, man, thank y'all so much. We're gonna keep rocking. Y'all will see more of my face. Is this Kim on? Like that's
right. I mean,
that's happening. The confirmations I got from the home team, from everybody when I did it, and told me everything I need to know. So y'all will see more of me in season 3. That's what it's just gonna be majority of. But we'll talk. We'll get there when we get there, but one step at a time. And then lastly, support the home team. Locker Room League is what is fine. You know what I'm saying?
Always fine. Locker Room League is always fine. You know
Consider final whistle. Scotland's Words of Life. D-Max Pasta Corner coming soon. I'm sure that book, bow, right in there. You know what I'm saying? Heartbreak Julio, Almanac Show. Also, get the fucking album. Download the album. Album of the year contender.
Yes, sir.
I should have been a horseman. So good. Shout out to Cheevers. Shout out to everybody out there that support us with y'all different platforms. And last but not least, rest in peace to Nolan Wells and justice for Nolan Wells.
Absolutely. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well said, Chaz, as always, brother. Again, I'm so glad we was able to do this tonight.
Yeah.
Man. Yeah, I mean, we back with another volume on Sunday. You already know, man, the home team is back on Sunday. Yeah, talking about the latest in the world of Graps, man, back on our bull. So, for the home team, Black Guy Wrestling Pod, and that's For Life. You already know. You know what I'm saying? For the ladies who selected. The Locker Room League Live. Everybody, appreciate y'all so much. Have a great rest of the night. The few minutes that's left in it. Have a better morning. Good fight and good night, y'all. Peace and love, squad, as always. See y'all Sunday, or maybe even before. We gonna see.
Sandwich, outlandish, green-eyed bandit, grenade in the hand grip, can't be tampered with. Turn band cans dollars to Balenciagas. Todd Chada, go home, Roger Bones on chapter 10, we build the sagas. This new Prada, all white seats, New England chowder, fiends off the powder, tweaking rider. Put the grabber, whip you into shape, Coach Carter, make me prouder. Valerian steel on my grills. See me in traffic, a meal on wheels, ain't missing no meals, taking lots of pills. Niggas trying Copperfield in a deal, make his body disappear, Copperfield. I'm at the end of legend, Peter Cottontail, I'm just a bill, y'all retail. Chrome Heart Steel, I'm too real, Uncle Phil, say my name, Rumble still ain't splitting no bills. Still shine without the sun, Bradley Bill. They threw dirt on me, grab the shovel and peel. I can turn a sandcastle to a 3-story home and I'll pass it. I hold a chapel, chain on my neck, go to lasso, rip the shackles. Load the rascal, let the mat go, gun bassel, drum rattle. Brains hanging from the cap tassel. I swear I'm bashful. At 30-35, unleash me out the time cast.
Yeah. We make plays for power. Sick of dice, you know how to react. We move wide.
Chain. What? The pockets getting thicker. The watch is moving quicker. Money talking much louder now, but I can't sleep through the night. Can't sleep through the night. Still see your face in the class. What?
How are you so comfortable on this stage in this moment?
I'm built for this. I'm a dog. So when a dog name call, you know a dog come out.
Bow, nigga.
16,000 square, 8 million up there, 2 million down here. When I was born, grandmama could see it. I be Bentley driven and very strategic. RM sleeve, no diamonds are needed. Floors are heated, so be it, so be it. Fucking with P, get something to meet you. Your soul don't like your body, we help you free it. Then we wait for TMZ to leak it. It ain't no secret, so be it, so be it. Smoke. So be it, so be it. Smoke.
Tough shots
So be
throughout
it.
the course of her career.
El Kabong.
She's 16. Whoa! I know. Wait, no, okay, I'm almost 24.
Yeah, don't
She's
say
20.
that. How old are you?
I'm 30.
You
Whoa.
30? 40.
She's old. 48. She's cute. You wait. You haven't seen her with her bust down. Wait till you see her with her bust down. Do you have money? Money?
Market.
Scene 3, take 1.
Okay, Chad. I love you too, twin. Chad, I think it's time to end the stream. We love y'all.
Hey, All-Star Weekend 2026, man. We done
It's
get
so
it up.
This shit's so mad shit.